Hello. Hey guys. For anybody watching this on the YouTube, you're probably wondering where the video is, and unfortunately the case of the matter is that I did a big oopsie and the video's gone. So there is no episode, at least there's no video for this episode. You still get the audio. And yeah, sorry about that. I think this is an episode much like most of our episodes where Harper does a lot of, and I mean I do as well, a lot of showing our phones and going, look at this. So, especially with the Doctor Doom the glove talk, which we get deep into once more in this podcast. So sorry about there being no video. Audio is still here. Just relax. Put us in your pocket. Enjoy the show, and I don't know. Forgive me, please. I'm really sorry about that. Ahoy!
Yeah,
It's
there
a
it
hero
is.
story. What episode is this? 37.
37,
37.
337.
And
Mm,
I am your host. I'm the number one Stony fan, and we have
mhm.
Jago Russo, our famous guest,
I'm
uh,
Jay. I'm Joe Russo, but I'm gay.
and in Star Wars. Nice. That real? That really just happened?
Yeah, that was a real.
Wow.
Oh, fuck me. All right, I'm good.
That's
Jesus
I.
Christ.
I think people like this. I think people are probably like, how many car
Yeah,
crashes
people.
just happened?
Yeah, people do love that. They do
Yeah.
love that. It's true. I like that before we start the show, you count down like three, two, one, begin.
Yeah.
It's very professional.
Yeah, but like, duh. Like, why would I not? Don't
I
you want
don't
to get
know. You can
ready?
just start it and we're just like there. Like you can just
Yeah, but
expect
just
us to
lock.
lock
I'm
in
giving you
because we're
3 seconds
adults.
to lock in.
Anyway, there's an announcement
Give
at
you
the
three
end of
seconds.
this episode.
It's gonna blow
Stay
your balls
tuned.
off.
It's not a joke. I'm not joking.
Oh, okay.
Not a joke.
Not a joke.
It's not a writer. It's not anything that big, but it
A
is an
writer?
announcement. It's not a writer.
A writer. Oh, a
A
writer.
writer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like a rider. What
A
is that?
writer.
A
I don't know,
rider.
man.
It's
It's
the
my silly
rider.
Australian accent.
I
It's
know. It
getting
is so
weirder.
silly. It's so
Yeah.
it is so listen, like you guys have the silliest accents
No,
on the in the
oh,
world.
I
In
feel
the
like,
world. At least speaking English.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like white South Africans, that's a funny accent. And you can make fun of them because they're like really bad.
Because they're white.
Because they're white, but also they've done some shit
Well,
things.
yeah,
So,
there's the one that's pretty big. He sucks.
yeah.
Um,
Chartel Copley.
yes, exactly. And
Yes.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't really think about it. And I think everyone would agree with me that Australia has the silliest accent, but you can go for your South Africa thing if you want.
No, 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 no. I
Just a
think I
couple.
look, I would happily take it, honestly. I'll take silliest accent.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
also like
what do you think is the
Australia has this
coolest?
coolest accent. Oh.
Is it like the Doctor
I
Doom,
want,
like the kind of Middle European, not Middle Eastern,
yeah, Eastern Europe. I'm gonna say like
Eastern
Eastern
Europe, yeah.
European or like Spanish or Mexican or something.
Spanish is good. Yes, that is
Yeah.
a very good one.
I could listen to like Antonio Banderas talk,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just
Or
sounds
Wagner
fucking
Mora,
fire,
I
dude.
like him. He's got a good voice.
Absolutely. Or Diego Luna.
Yeah,
Love it.
of course, Diego Luna. Yeah, Gold
Yeah.
Pedal, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
The
exactly.
inspiration
Yeah.
behind Gold Pedal. But
Well,
yeah,
no, Gold
I'll,
Pedal
I'll
was the
give you that.
inspiration for Diego Luna.
That's
Really.
true. Yeah, I actually was in contact with him before he was born, which is weird.
No,
You
up
know,
until
I
five
went
years ago,
through.
he was like, "Hey, I'm Diego Luna.
I'm Diego
I just,
Luna, and I went back
yeah.
in time. I used the dark cave time travel machine portal doors, and I went back and I've influenced his life. So technically, I'm his father. I
Oh,
guess
that's
that's
good.
that's that's the reveal that Harper was talking about,
Yeah, that's
and
the
we
reveal I was
we've
talking about.
revealed it early. Maybe I kind of did it a little early then, but
Yeah, that
that
was
is the
supposed to be
reveal.
episode 500. Dude,
Yeah,
we've
we were
done
building up to
three.
that.
Well, we haven't, but we've done like 230 episodes of this.
Somewhere around that. I wonder if someone's got to. I hate to give you guys jobs, the listeners, but someone's got to tally up who has been in the most episodes. Because I actually, it's got to be Hunter, obviously. But I
Whoever
wonder,
does
I
it
wonder
gets
what it's at.
free Patreon access for a
Yes,
year.
exactly. Free Patreon because we're definitely doing the Patreon. Are we doing the Patreon? Are we doing the?
I
Are we
think
doing
we
a
are.
Discord at least?
I think we definitely are, yeah.
Okay, that sounds fun. We can live with that.
People want it if the people want it. Make it happen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you did your little live stream yesterday. You want to plug that? your little live
You
stream.
little, you fucking little, yeah. Yeah, watch it. It's on the channel. Watch it.
Yeah, I was
See you
blown
next
away.
week.
I couldn't believe you did it. I
Why?
was because you talked about it forever. You've talked about it for literal years,
Yeah. And
and I'm like, oh, why?
why?
It's there. It's real.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it went swimmingly. I think like the podcast is a very it's like a compact thing where we share our thoughts and we have to like jump around topic to topic in time with other people, at least
Hmm.
one other person,
Yeah.
usually at least three. But like once it's just you and you just have to talk and you're not editing out all of the like, well, all of that stuff.
Yeah,
It
which we
really,
famously do on the podcast as well.
which we do, we edit every single one out. But like when I make a video, like it takes fucking forever to film and even longer to edit out all the bullshit.
Hmm.
But I just like being like, all right, the next hour to an hour and a half is all on me to talk like a normal person and construct this without editing it
Hmm.
by myself. And I just enjoy that. I enjoyed it a lot. I think it went well. I
Yeah,
enjoyed it. I had fun.
you got a lot of listeners in there at once. It
Yeah.
was interesting, like like I think they said, to see them interact with each other as well. We never see that.
Yeah, yeah. Like sometimes it was just them talking about shit. There was like three or four people having their own
Yeah,
conversation. I
exactly.
was like-
Which is yeah,
but
it's
I
pretty
loved
cool.
that.
Yeah,
I loved misreading things and being confused by what people were talking about.
yeah,
There were
yeah.
multiple times where I just was like, "What do you got?" And then I
What was that thing
realized
you
I'm like, "Oh, I'm
said
dumb."
that Hunter said? He sent in the chat that you said something.
Oh,
You said something hilarious. You said
there was
something
there was
like,
a yeah. Fuck, I'm gonna have to read it to
you
remember.
said 9-year-old me was blown.
Oh yeah, someone said 9-year-old me was blown away, and I read 9-year-old me was blown, and then paused for like 2 seconds. It was like, that's a
Yeah,
catastrophic
that's
misread.
poor. That does not work.
No, that's bad. That's bad.
We're gonna have to speak about that after the podcast.
Oh, I blame the listeners.
Yeah, I mean, I blame them too. Well, I had to say that I'm gonna speak to you about it because they expect us
Yeah,
to uphold some sort
I
of
hold
yeah,
accountability, but we all know
exactly.
we know what Hunter did.
Yeah, and I just thought
Can
about
you,
so many things that Hunter's told us that I'm just like,
dude?
what did he do? Well, it could have been
Yeah,
anything that he
there
did.
there was a message earlier in the week that I
Oh
screenshotted
my
like
god, dude, I
3 or 4 times.
fucking lost my mind at that. I thought that was the funniest thing I've
I mean, it
ever
was
read.
so funny, but he just was like, "Here it is," and I was like, "All
Yeah,
right,
we
man."
can't
Yeah.
we cannot tell you guys,
We
unfortunately.
that's the
It's
thing we
private.
can't show you.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that was dude, that was fucking hilarious. I was legit like laughing for real very loud.
Yeah, yeah. What like that would be like me in that position saying that
Yeah.
to someone. That's what it was. Like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
It's so good.
Yeah,
Anyway,
different times. Yeah,
um I'd say we got some news, even though like
yeah.
I mean it's just we just have shit to talk about. There's not none of this is important. You're not listening to this because it's news. You just want to hear us talk. You know, we're going to talk for you.
It's a
So
podcast.
yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
That's a podcast.
What should we start with? You know what I want to start with? I want to start with the biggest news of the week, which is that IGN reports that HBO is developing an Arya Stark spin-off show.
Is that true? What?
Yeah, like an hour ago. Yes, I was really
What?
hoping that you didn't hear about that. Thought about that? Thoughts? How bad do you want that? You want that so bad, don't you?
I want it so bad. Just let it die, dude. Like
No, Game of Thrones can never die, even though it died so hard.
it died so spectacularly hard. I'm
HBO is in
glad that you
quotes
can be
very
there.
early development on a Game of Thrones spin-off starring Arya Stark,
What?
following the
Apparently
collapse of a previous idea that featured Jon Snow. The collapse.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the spin-off
Yeah,
show. What? So they've just taken the idea but then given it to Arya. That's strange.
yeah, and everyone cares about seeing what happens there.
The new spin-off is also out.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah.
I don't want that to. You know what it is? I liked, and by that I mean I watched House of the Dragon, and
Yeah,
I
it's
watched Game of Thrones. Like I did have watched the show by now, and I just felt like Game of Thrones was the only thing that matters in that storyline is the only thing that matters in the history of that entire universe.
yeah.
And I
No,
don't
I
need
agree.
it to be a universe of dense, world building, even though it is in its main story, but like not like different side stories. Like I don't need it to be what Star Wars has become,
Yeah.
you know?
I also like they fucked it so hard that
Oh
it kind
God.
of ruined me being interested in it. Fucking pay my
Yeah.
bill.
The you're paying bills. The
I'm paying the bill.
you're talking about House of the Dragon.
No, I'm
Oh, Game
talking
of
about the main
Thrones.
show. The main
Yeah, yeah,
show
that's true.
fucked it so hard that it made it genuinely difficult to invest in other stuff. And then obviously, like I watched House of the Dragon season one and thought it was decent. And then
Mhm.
season two came around and it was one of the most just meandering, nothing
Yeah,
kind of
no, it went
seasons of
never went
television.
anywhere, and I
No, it
felt
never
like
went
it was
anywhere.
going to. I felt like the promise. I mean, I binged it all, but I felt like after season one, I was like, okay, interesting. We like okay, we built something here. There's something there that to be built. There's this interesting rivalry, and I think that the rivalry, I guess, between Rhaenyra and
Rhaenyra.
um, oh my god,
Alicent Highwater.
Alicent Hightower, I think. Um,
Fuck!
is interesting. And I think that that's the core of the show. I actually think that their relationship and their friendship
Mm.
and their falling out and all that is interesting. And I do look forward to seeing how they resolve that. And I think that's it. I think that's the
I,
only thing. And there's a season of stuff in there, and it's not
I
all about them.
I think I made the mistake by like just Googling the spoilers for like the what this story is based on, and I was
Uh
just
huh.
like, oh, okay. Like I don't want to watch that. That's not interesting at
But are you
all.
gonna? Do you think you'll watch season three?
Yeah,
I
but
will.
yes, I will. But like season one, week to week, felt like I was like, oh my God, we're so back. Like it's Game of Thrones. I
Yeah. Yeah.
felt it. I was in it
Okay.
because I jumped on Game of Thrones season three and was there with that week to week. So I felt that like,
Damn.
the
I
oh
I, I
fuck, he's
do.
a
I wonder. I do want to like know what was that like to watch that in its prime, but also I don't want to have been there for the end. I'm happy that I
yeah.
wasn't.
Oh, the end, dude. I've talked about this on the show. The end was like from the second episode, it was like, oh, this is gonna be like laughably bad. Let's just like watch the train wreck. And I really enjoyed it as a train wreck, but I
Mhm.
saw that it was yeah, I saw that it was all coming apart like
How did it even?
so.
It just doesn't make sense how it got there. Like, what I was rewatching some scenes of season eight last week or something like that. I just wanted to watch it again. I was like, does
It's
this?
so
This is how this.
botched.
And it's like the fucking episode where they all fight the Night King. The big thing
Oh,
that the entire show built to.
yeah.
It's like everything about season eight. The acting is on point. The sets are on point. The way it looks is just on point. The music is on point. Everything is
Mhm.
on point except for the story.
The
It doesn't make
story,
any
the
sense.
writing
The
and the
writing, yeah.
characters.
It
Yeah, it's
doesn't
like
make any
the
sense. All of the shit, all the background stuff is fucking impeccable. I guess besides that
mm.
Starbucks cup.
Yeah.
All the stuff that makes it a visual medium is impeccable. And then the fucking stories and the characters are just
Mm.
garbage, like
Yeah,
bottom of the
man.
barrel. It's like an incredible thing to watch, to
Yeah.
just see that. Like the scene where Jon Snow in the last episode is walking up the stairs and all the soldiers are fucking pounding on their sticks or whatever,
It
and the
looks
bells are
like
ringing.
God,
Dude,
dude.
I'm like, I actually feel this. Like, if
Yeah.
this had more build and this actually felt earned, this would be
It'd be the
awesome.
greatest. Yeah, it'd
Yeah,
be the
and it,
greatest
yeah.
show ever. I mean, like
Oh
it
my
was
god.
genuinely one of like my favorite things of all time.
Yeah.
Especially like season six was I loved season six. It was the first season that was really off book. And I fuck it. Like I it was a little bit more action and a little bit less like intelligent, but I fucking loved it. I really
I
ate it
mean
up in
that
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 final
last
episode.
yeah, those last two episodes are like an incredible one too.
Oh, dude, the
Like
Battle of
they're
the. I mean, like, I was a Ramsey Bolton obsessive. That sounds bad. I liked
that's
the actor a
really
lot.
bad.
And I
That's
liked
real
the
bad.
actor a lot. Like, I was into his music and everything. And so, for me, it was like my Game of Thrones Avengers, dude. I was just like, holy shit, this is Iron Man
They're
versus Doctor
meeting and
Doom
yeah,
here. This is
exactly.
like the thing. And I loved. And then that last episode, I mean, that the Tower of Joy reveal in
Yeah, yeah.
the finale season six, that's like my favorite scene in maybe TV history. Like I
Yeah,
still
I
watch
mean,
it and
yeah,
still get chills, and it
yeah, it's
means
very cool.
fucking nothing
By
now,
the end,
but
yeah.
just the like the zoom in on the baby's face, it's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I
Also,
remember
you wonder what it was like to be there for watching Game of Thrones week to week, but you were there for your Chat GPT fucking sci-fi show. You had that at least.
Stranger Things, but
Yeah,
that
you
was
were there for
not week
that.
to week, and
You,
like,
but you were there in the like you were able to experience it in the
yeah, I
time and
guess, yeah,
share
sure,
that.
yeah. I mean, I did. I remember watching Stranger Things. It must have been the day it came out because they did an ad for it on the Weekly Planet.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's why I watched it as
Yeah,
well.
and to I did, obviously nobody expected that to become the biggest show in streaming. I guess is that the
Hmm,
biggest show in streaming history? Maybe,
probably, I don't know.
definitely
I guess
one
because
of.
it has to be because like all the other big shows were like pre-streaming.
Yeah, it is like the premier streaming show. It's the show that shows
That's
that streaming can be a thing.
embarrassing, dude. That's so
What?
embarrassing.
What is?
That's the one.
No, it's a good show, man. I
It's
swear to God, it's a
embarrassing.
good fucking show. Ah, season
Fucking
four,
Chat
season four,
GPT, fucking
season
AI
four,
slop fucking
season
show,
four,
dude.
season four. That's all I gotta say. Season four of Stranger Things is better than season 6 of Game of Thrones. So it is.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
It is
Um,
insane, dude, the comparisons between 4 and 5.
the show of Stranger Things.
Four looks visually like God. Like it
It
looks like
looks
a
four looks
HBO show.
awesome.
It's
Four is
unbelievable.
four is fucking awesome. Is the thing. Four is
Hey
like
man, I watched
so
like
good.
2 episodes right at the end. It
It's
did look
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah. Game of Thrones as well was awesome for a bit.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
Interesting. Most popular show of all time is Wednesday.
on Netflix.
Of all time.
Well,
Most watched
of
show
not
of
of
all time.
all time of
No, of
streaming
all
all
time. It's
time.
above, no, it's above Game of Thrones.
It's above like Cheers.
You
Or
can't like you can't see it if I show you, but it's above Game of Thrones. It's above. It's just one
oh, it's
above
one
there.
above. I swear I
Dude, what a
remember
top
hearing
three.
that.
This is the most watched shows of all time generally,
Okay,
right?
okay.
It's Game of Thrones, it's Stranger Things.
It's The Walking Dead.
That's another one, dude. Being there for when The Walking Dead was at its peak. Holy shit.
No, I was
Good
not there for
times.
that. I was
Oh,
actively not interested in The Walking Dead, but we've talked about this.
you're a fool.
I didn't think it was cool. I didn't
You
think
were
it was
wrong.
cool. Wow, The Flash and Arrow 9 and 8.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, or 8 and 9, I guess. Anyway, I don't know why we're talking about Game of Thrones because I brought up the Arya Stark
Oh, you brought up
spinoff.
that, yeah. Well, the current
Um,
spin-off's out, The Night from the West. No, what is it called?
is it
The
out? It's like
Night of the
actively
Seven Kingdoms.
on TV right now.
Isn't it? If it's not, it's about to be, right? Is it not?
Oh, I didn't
Night
know that.
of the Seven Kingdoms release date.
Let's see.
18th. Oh, like 2 days.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, they're not replacing the Pit, are they? My beautiful The Pit season 2.
Yeah, you're beautiful
They're
pit,
gonna
man.
stop. They're gonna cut off the Pit weekly, and they're gonna be like, we're gonna play this Game of Thrones show in between. We're gonna split the Pit in half, and then we're gonna play the whole Game of Thrones show, and then you'll get the other half of the Pit. Like, God damn it!
Mm.
I thought that's
Uh,
what you were saying. That would have been a true
I
betrayal.
don't think you could, like, even if it's really good, man, I don't know that I could ever watch the fucking pit.
It's awesome. It's
The medical
awesome.
drama.
You ever?
I don't
It's
like
a
that
medical
guy.
drama, yeah.
That
But
guy
like
annoys me. I don't like that dude. The beard
Noah
guy. I
Weil.
hate him. Yeah, I don't like him.
But
He
listen,
gives massive
it's
cunt vibes.
yeah, but like that's what's enjoyable is like that the fucking the guy. Oh my God, the Pit's amazing, guys. If you don't want to, if you don't know what to watch, if you're like, oh, I don't know what to watch on a, to watch the fucking Pit. It's 15 episodes. Each one is an hour in the day
Don't watch
of
the
the
pit.
fucking shift. It's amazing.
Don't
Um,
watch the pit.
and Dr. Robbie, he's a real flawed son of a bitch. And a lot of times you're like, dude, just fucking do the medicine. But he's real compelling and interesting. Anyway,
Don't watch the pit. Instead, watch God of War starring Ryan Hurst. Our
oh
next
yeah,
piece of news.
is that our next piece of news?
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
it
it
is.
happened. It did. Or you could show the picture of Sophie Turner as Lara Croft.
Oh yeah, that's
That
right.
happened as well.
Hey, speaking of Ryan Hurst, Tyler, ready? I'm going to
Mm.
show you a photo, and you're going to be like, "Oh my God, that's crazy! No way, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen." Because Ryan Hurst played Opie on Sons of Anarchy,
Okay.
all-time GOAT character, in a very bizarre show. But he also played Beta in The Walking Dead.
Oh my
Whoa,
God. Okay.
whoa!
Interesting.
You remember Beta?
Vaguely. Yeah. By
He's
vaguely, I
the
mean, yeah, he's the main bad guy of the Whisperers, no?
no Alpha is
Let's
the
see. Oh,
lady, the bald lady.
Beta. Yeah, yeah.
Beta's the one, spoilers, that like you see like after the Whisperers are dealt with for like 5 issues or something. You see him like he's back and he's standing looking at a couple people at a campfire. And the next issue he goes to attack them and they just kill him. And then like Rick's group never hear of Beta again. Like you think he's
Wow.
gonna come back and be a big threat, and then he
I
just
do
dies
not remember this, but
unceremoniously.
I want to like pull out the issue and read that right now. That's hilarious.
Yeah. But in the show, he's they make him a big villain.
Cool.
Make him big villain, bigger villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Hurst,
Well,
that's
he's
cool.
gonna play Kratos. I mean, I think that's good casting. I don't really.
He looks the
Yeah,
part.
it's better than Triple H. People used to say
Oh
Triple
my
H.
God, dude. I saw, oh my God.
Or Batista.
What?
Even though I think Batista would have been, I guess, fine if he
Yeah.
had to pick him.
What about The
Um,
Rock?
I thought you said LeBron. What about LeBron? It's Kratos. Okay. He's kind of
Yeah,
tall.
no.
I mean, he's supposed to be tall. I guess he's a big guy. But The
I did
Rock.
watch half of Space Jam too, and that was a really good movie that I really
When?
enjoyed.
Why?
I watched it at work like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
I watched,
that's
I
very. You
watched,
might be the most recent person to watch that movie.
yeah, dude, they picked it. And then at a point, I saw one of the kids like literally falling asleep. And I went, "You want to go outside and play cricket instead?" And he went, "Yeah." And so we went outside and played cricket instead.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I didn't see the second half, but I imagine if it was as good as the first half, then that is an all-time classic.
Probably. I mean, everyone's still talking about it to this day.
Yeah. Dude,
So
it was fucking like it was actually disgusting. Just the like, look, it's the DC animated universe. Look, it's Looney Tunes. Like, I didn't
it's like
realize
how
how
in
slop it
yeah,
was.
like in Minecraft, how they keep going like Iron Golem, the
No, it's
Nether,
the Nether.
like stuff like
It's
that, where it's just like,
yeah,
can you just tell the story and not make us
yeah,
go,
exactly.
whoa, it's the thing that I've heard of before.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
grim that like the movie is just like, oh, it's the Warner Brothers server, and it's all of the stuff that we own
that
as
is
Warner
bad.
Brothers, the real company. It was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Do you
that's
think
not fun.
David Zaslav was like he should have been the main character of that movie?
Was he alive
Here's
at that point?
where's here all my here's all my
Had they
IP.
built him at that point?
I guess I hadn't activated him yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
He hadn't been turned on in
Had brought him out of
2021.
cryo.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be
Yeah.
crazy if he's so out of touch that you would believe that he's like been cryo frozen since like the Wild West.
I would guess like the mid 1940s.
Okay, so like I I
Early
maybe
mid.
went
Yeah.
a bit back further than that, but you sure.
All right.
I'll go
Yeah.
1940s, yeah. You don't
Yeah.
think he
You
was
just
in the Wild West as like an idiot stumbling
nah,
around?
no, I think he was at the top. I think he was moving chess pieces, man.
Yeah, because you love him.
I don't love him.
Well, he is your dad.
That's well, I don't have to love him.
That's true. That's true. Should we talk about Kathleen Kennedy? Should we talk about that? Do we have things to say about that? Is there anything that we have to say about that? So
about
the news
Kathleen
is that
Kennedy
Kathleen
stepping
Kennedy
down.
is actually legitimately stepping down and being replaced with Pedro Pascal and Brie Larson, which every Star Wars fan is going to be very happy with, I think. That's what they've wanted, right? They wanted Kathleen Kennedy to step down and they wanted Brie Larson in charge of Star Wars.
Oh God, that's atrocious behavior on my part. My goodness.
What happened?
I just Googled where David Zaslav is from, and he's Polish and Jewish, and I made a joke about him potentially being a Nazi, which is not good. Whoops. My bad.
Nobody cares.
He's also acting like a Nazi, so fuck him.
Nobody cares.
Nobody, no, I know.
Nobody
but
was
like,
gonna look that up and go, actually, Harper. David
well,
Zaslav was
I was,
family
I
was
curious.
Polish and Jewish.
I was curious. I was
Yeah.
curious. It actually said Eastern European. Do you think he's related?
Oh, maybe that would make sense.
You know
Oh
what
my
I
God,
mean?
did his name say Werner? Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, Kathleen Kennedy, like I said, being replaced by Brie Larson to take over Lucasfilm. It's what every Star
Yeah.
Wars fan has been waiting for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
How many videos were just uploaded that said, "We told you"?
Well, yeah, we finally,
Yeah,
so, I
it's
don't
what
know,
is it?
dude.
Dave Filoni and who? Dave Filoni as the creator. They're literally doing the DC thing. They're doing the fucking James Gunn, Peter Safran thing. Dave Filoni will lead the studio as president and chief creative officer, along Lin-Win Brennan as co-president. So I guess yeah, he'll be the fucking what's his name? Filoni will be the creative guy, the guy that actually decides like what movies get made or TV
Yeah,
shows get made,
right.
whatever content, which is the word that they love, whatever stuff they make that is Star Wars will be controlled by him. Not even just Star Wars, Lucasfilm. They make another fucking Willow movie that'll be because of him.
Remember when they
And
made a
then
Willow TV show and then had
and
to remove it
they
from streaming?
deleted
Yeah.
it. I can't believe they deleted it. That's so
They
crazy to
deleted
me.
it, dude. They made a Willow
Um,
TV show and they just annihilated it.
and I guess she's going to be in charge of the finance and the producing and stuff like that. All the
Mm.
paperwork that the creative guy doesn't want to do. Is this good? Are we going to get any new Star Wars stories, do you think?
Yeah, we will. It's whether or not we give a shit anymore, I think.
Yeah, I mean, do you think we get anything drastically different? Do you think actual movies get made, stuff gets made? Do you think anything actually changes?
Not really.
I
Not
feel the exact
really.
same way. I don't see anything changing when they take over. Like I don't see we get any of these movies that they always announce, you know?
Yeah. I like and I can't imagine Dave Filoni coming in and really doing anything vastly different to what Kathleen Kennedy has done. Like it'll
Especially
just
because
be
he is like her protege, essentially. Like
yeah.
he is the protege of George Lucas and Kathleen Kennedy, really. Like
Yeah, I
I guess
mean,
he is the
yeah.
Anakin of them. But let's hope he doesn't, I guess, go full Vader, right? Like I want him to
Mm.
make good things, but I feel like he's gonna go crazy with his characters and his universe and his stuff. It might feel like James Gunn, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in the live stream, people brought up that like Filoni feels like everything he makes is like fanfic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I genuinely have that feeling with Star Wars, like across the board, outside of
Yeah,
like novels. It really like any of the live action stuff since the original movies feels like it's fan fiction or feels like it's
yeah.
some
Even
sort
the
of
prequels,
this.
man. Even the prequels are
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying.
sloppy.
Even the
It's like
prequels. Yeah.
he became such a fan of like George Lucas became such a fan of like the high he got from making Star Wars that he's like, I'm gonna tie everything together. You want to know where Greedo's from? He's from the Phantom Menace too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
nobody gives a shit where Greedo is from, man.
We don't.
Nobody cared. We only wanted to know
Guess who
about
built
Darth Vader.
C3PO?
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, it's
I
Darth
don't.
Vader.
Yeah,
Whoa!
Darth Vader built
Yeah.
C3PO. What?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it I never nobody ever cared about any of that shit is the thing. And I think Star
Mm.
Wars now that's the thing though. Under Filoni, Star Wars has like become laughably that, right? Star
Yeah.
Wars has become like glupshitoified, if that's the
Oh,
term we're going to
massively.
use.
Yeah, Babu fricked. It's
Yeah,
been Babu
I
fricked.
do like Babu Freak though. I was trying to think of my favorite glupshito. I've had this conversation a couple times. And I realized I really liked like literally a few hours ago, Poggle the Lesser. He's a lot of fun. He's
Yeah,
on the
okay.
bad guy council in Attack of the Clones. He's a lot of
Yes,
fun.
he
He's a
is. Yeah, yeah,
Geonosian.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
also like from that same team, I like Wat Tambor. He's fun.
Yeah, what Tambor was what I was
Well, heck
thinking. Yeah,
no,
he
you don't
did.
need.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah,
Oh,
I am Wat Tambor.
that's awesome. You should have you watched Clone Wars? You can get all
Yeah,
the extra Tambor legacy stuff.
yeah.
You
There's
get
a
his
video
son and
game where you
everything.
fought him.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah,
Do you like Coleman Trebor?
I do like. He's the
I like
go-to
Coleman
like
Trebor.
iconic Glove Shido because he's
He's
a
just such a
dinosaur
good
that gets
guy.
shot by
Exactly, with like
by
4 seconds of
yeah,
screen
dung,
time.
dung, dung, and that's
Dunk,
it.
dunk.
Fucking idiot, the dumbest
Yeah,
Jedi to
dude.
ever live, dude.
Dude,
It's
all the
him, and
Jedi
then
at the
it's
time.
Anakin
Do you remember when
Skywalker. Yeah.
Mace Windu and fucking Kit Fisto and stuff show up to fight
Mm-hmm.
Palpatine? It's the
Get killed in one fell
worst.
swoop. It's literally like he literally like moves his lightsaber in one direction and kills like two of them at once. And those guys have like dedicated episodes in the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
Like they're
dude, they've
super
got like
badass, and they
characters,
just go
man.
out.
Yeah.
Ah!
Uh,
They
it's
just
like
go out like
Yaddle, dude.
nothing.
Remember when Yaddle was like background
Yes,
girl Yoda, and then they gave her a tragic
they gave
backstory
her
in
fucking
Tales of the
epic
Jedi?
Dooku episodes. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
that was pretty
Yaddle.
sick. I found these quotes. So they actually did. The Hollywood Reporter did an exit interview with Kathleen Kennedy. That's how they announced this. Because she's leaving like this week. Like come Monday,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
will
yeah.
be in charge.
Effective immediately. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
which is
Oh
very
god.
interesting. And she talks about how why these movies weren't made, why a lot of them weren't made. It's interesting. She says The guy goes, let's see what the fans are eager to know: the progress on films and series by filmmakers who've committed their time into putting in. Ryan Johnson, James Mangold, Simon Kinberg, Taika Waititi. Where's all their stuff, right? Because they keep saying they're going to make this stuff.
Where's all this stuff?
Yeah, where are all their projects at? Is the direct quote. I've got to tread a bit carefully here. Jim Mangold and Bo Willman wrote an incredible script, but it is definitely breaking the mold and it's on hold. Taika has turned in a script that I think is hilarious and it's great. It's just not my decision, especially when I've got a foot out the door. Donald Glover has turned out a script, and as you've read, Steven Soderbergh and Adam Driver turned in a script. It was just great. Anything's a possibility if someone's willing to take a risk. So it just seems like to me that she get kind of fucking something happened, and maybe it was all the backlash on the internet. Maybe it's all like the backlash just people say what's happened to the franchise. It feels like she never knew, or she hasn't known what to do for the last bit, and she's not made any decisions. Like she kind of took a knee, it seems. You know, she's like letting the clock run out.
Yeah,
Is that what you get from that? That's kind of what I get from that.
yeah, like kind of like, oh well, you can't upset anyone if you don't make anything.
Yeah.
But like, what? I sincerely don't know what the right move is. I think Star Wars might be the franchise that is most victim to the fact that, like, oh no, don't do anything new. No, it has to be,
Yeah.
here's the person that you love doing the thing that you love. Like, it is the most remember this franchise I think possible. Rarely
Member
do we
Berry.
get
Remember this. That is the Star
it
Wars
is.
franchise. Yeah.
The only thing that sort of broke that mold was Andor, and I wonder if that was like, I mean, Andor is just a miracle fluke of a TV show with people making shit that, like, they don't necessarily care. Well, they do care about Star Wars, but they're not like
Yeah.
Star Wars is like you have to make sure that you do everything Star Wars. No, they're just making good shit set in the Star Wars universe, and that's that. But
Excellent
like if
stuff. Yeah.
Andor was a movie and it was kneecapped to be 2 fucking hours, would that have reached anywhere near the heights that it has, or has the
Yeah.
audience that it fostered a community and audience that was on there? I mean, there are plenty of people that just didn't watch Andor. I mean, fucking that dumbass Star Wars theory cunt like refused to watch it forever and
Yeah.
was like, oh no, bricks and screws and whatever bullshit grift and nonsense he was
No, I
talking about.
love. I
And
agree
then
with him. Why they're bricks in
only
Star
when
Wars?
his own audience was like, no, you need to watch it. You're wrong. Then he was like, oh, I watch it. Actually, it's actually pretty decent. This is like, this is doing something. It's like, fuck,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. So
I
that's what I mean. Star Wars is fun. It's damned if it does and damned if
She
it doesn't. I
said
really think.
it's interesting her I guess her way of doing it, the way that she's been a producer, because you got to remember she's not just been the head of Lucasfilm. She was a producer since the 80s and 70s. Like she's done she was there in Lucasfilm with like Spielberg, and he was doing Jurassic Park. She's a fucking producer on Jurassic Park. She's a producer on the indie
Indiana
movies, like
Jones, yeah.
classic movies that she's been involved in. Seems like her approach as a producer is just to been give them the money and let them do what they want, because
Mm.
like you can't say besides like Andor is essentially a case of let's just give Tony Gilroy, I guess it seemed like an unlimited check to do what he wants to do, and
Yeah.
that's it, and there's like literally no conversation about it, which is crazy to me. Like
Yeah.
it's the same thing that people say that she should not have done with Ryan Johnson on The Last Jedi, but it is what she did. She just gave him the money and let him do what he wanted, and that's like, while it did kind of really damage the franchise, I think that is what they should do, and it's really commendable that I think that she did that and really wasn't
Yeah.
seemingly like a
Respect.
hands-on person always nitpicking
Yeah.
stuff. Like she was not Kevin Feige.
Maybe I don't, maybe they aren't super, like, I don't know that she was even super hands-on. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's not the tale of this modern franchise. You don't look at The Last Jedi and go, yeah, that was,
made by
studio
committee.
interference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's interesting. Like Kathleen Kennedy has been, like, she's worked with George Lucas so long. I remember she's got
Yeah.
like she worked with him so long that she had like an era, like a name for the era that she worked with him. It was called the Marion era. And if you want to read more into that, Google George
Oh, okay.
Lucas Marion age. Just Google
Yes.
that and it'll
That
give you the background for all of
yes,
that.
exactly. That yes, I do know what you're talking about now. Definitely Google
Google
that.
that.
Um
That was a
surely she's older than
long-winded
that.
way.
Yeah. But it's
Uh,
also interesting because in this interview, she talks about The Last Jedi. She talks about Ryan Johnson. I think this is fascinating. She goes,
your favorite movie, dude.
I do fucking love it. And I am afraid to watch it every time I rewatch it because I'm like, what if this is the time?
Yeah.
What if this is? What if I'm like
That
I
was me
walk
when
out
I
of it?
first
Yeah.
saw it.
Well, I'm like, what if this is like, what if I watch it this time and I think it's the worst movie ever. That's like how the opposite of what I do with BVS, where I used to just watch BVS essentially like once a year, maybe, because I'm like, this will be the
Just
time.
to see.
This will be
Yeah.
the time. This will
I
be the
do like
time
that
that I
we
love it.
both walked out of The Last Jedi without seeing reviews or any
Yeah,
of the crazy shit that happened afterwards. We
yeah,
both walked out of it and had completely different views. You walked out of it and went, I loved that. I
yeah.
walked out of that
I
and I
didn't
went,
love
that was
it.
weird.
I
Like, that
remember
was it.
thinking that there was a lot of great stuff. The thing I always think about is I remember I like posted on my Snapchat story at like age 16 when that movie came out. I remember writing,
Mm.
"There's a lot. I think people are gonna love this one." Like, there's a lot to love, and I think people are gonna enjoy it.
I
Oh
do
my
remember
God,
people
was I
being like, this
wrong?
is the next empire. It was
Yeah,
like, let's
I
not
still do
call
love it
everything the
though.
next
I still do
empire.
like it. I love it. I love it. I do actually love it.
You know, my
Um,
clear sign that I need to get off socials. The other day there was like a Twitter post that said it had like 10K likes, and it was
yeah.
like, wasn't expecting 2026 to start off with Hayden Christensen coming out as a pathological liar. And I was
Oh,
like, no, don't. What does that
and what
mean?
did he
Because
do? He just said like he said he had an apple the other day, but really he had a banana.
people love vague posting. That's the
Yes.
thing. They vague post to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
clicks and stuff. And so I bought into the thing because I'm like, don't tell me like what has he done?
But who
People
cares?
people asked him about like future projects, and he was like, oh, I don't know, and that was it. It's just that he couldn't
Wow.
talk about Star Wars,
Wow.
and then like all the follow up post was the person being like, wasn't expecting this to blow up. It's like, yeah, you called
Yeah.
him a
A
pathological liar. That's like,
pathological liar. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
but yeah,
God, the
got to
internet,
get off
man.
social media. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she says what happened with Ryan Johnson. The Knives Out movies made a long time. It says that believe he got spooked by the online negativity. I think Ryan made one
Mm.
of the best Star Wars movie. He's a brilliant filmmaker, and he got spooked. This is the rough part. When people come into the space, I have every filmmaker and actor say to me, "What's going to happen?" They're a little scared.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy to
It
me.
is crazy. No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, like
Again,
every
that's part
actor
of
and
that.
every director, anybody that comes aboard the Star Wars train now has to
Mm.
just like prepare themselves for the backlash of a million nerds, of
Yeah.
a million loser nerds.
I would not do it, dude. I
It's
would not.
yeah,
I
you
would
can't. I don't know
absolutely
how.
not do it.
That's why Tony Gilroy's attitude about it was just like fuck Star Wars. I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Literally fuck you, whoever
Yeah,
you are.
literally, I don't care.
I love
Tony
that.
Gilroy is someone who, like, I mean, it helps that he made something that is so universally beloved, but he's also
Yeah,
someone that, like, water off a duck's back. I don't think he gives a fuck what the fans think. He's not there to
yeah.
please people. He's there to tell a story.
He's happy
But
with
like
what
for the
he
people
did.
making movies, I think like, there's an extra struggle with making a Star Wars movie. And like, dude, if I'm Ryan Johnson, I'm just making Benoit Blanc number 4. Fuck that.
Yes.
I'm no
Yeah.
way I'm going back to Star Wars. Absolutely not.
And
You've made
especially,
3
yeah,
modern day, like beloved fucking
detective.
detective
You've created
crime
a new
movies.
iconic movie character.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Just keep doing that stuff.
And it's yeah, because he seems like such a nice guy, and like it seems
Yeah.
like to him it's no sweat off his back. It's just people didn't like my movie, whatever. But
Mm.
you can tell that it must have gotten to him loving Star Wars, growing up being a Star Wars fan, and everyone telling him that he ruined Star Wars. And you can
Yeah.
see the downturn of interest in the franchise starting with the thing that he made.
Yeah,
That's got
genuinely.
to be
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
like rough.
Yeah.
That's rough on a
That
guy.
is. It is.
And I'm happy he's making movies that he enjoys. I'm happy he's not in director jail. I'm happy he's
No,
getting to
and
do what he wants to do.
I mean, like, I'm glad that he almost immediately redeemed himself. I bring this up with like Hunter because Hunter loves Jeremy Jahns. He loves this little
He
YouTube critic
does.
Nazi.
Yeah.
And like I remember when Knives Out
Hey,
came
I just
out,
looked it
him
up, and Jeremy
spec-
Johns' family that came from like Poland and they were Jewish.
Oh no. Hey guys, I'd like to apologize. That'll be the next live stream. It's just
Yeah.
an hour and a half of me apologizing.
Yeah.
But like I remember like him reviewing Knives Out and being like, off the back of Last Jedi, this is just more like trash and all the comments being like, no, this is really
one's
good. And like
awesome.
people defending Ryan Johnson almost, immediately.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we can be somewhat civilized and normal and be like, no, like some people didn't like that movie. He's made good movies since. We don't need to be like,
And
oh,
before as
ruin
well.
Star Wars, you should die, or whatever the fuck people's
Yeah.
reaction is. Like, just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And the whole backlash, I think I have come to terms with the idea that will not have like a prequel level reevaluation in the future. I don't think
No,
any of them
it's
will.
been no, I don't.
I
It's
don't think
been
I don't think
almost
any of the
10
sequel
years.
movies will. I don't think any Disney Star Wars will get that nostalgia because I just think that
No,
kids don't care as much about Star Wars because Marvel
I
was
agree.
better and bigger.
Yeah.
Um, and even then, Marvel's over too. Um, so I don't think that they will have that, and that does kind of like I'm like a little bit like, oh, God damn it! Like I wish that people would give this a chance more.
Mm.
Not that I don't think people are, not that I actually really fucking care, but it part of me is like still annoyed that people think that Revenge of the Sith is a better movie than that movie, and I know you're one of them, and it's always going to get to me.
It's me.
It's
I'm people.
always going to get to me because I still think Revenge of the Sith is a fucking prequel movie.
But you know that I love Revenge of the Sith because I love aura and hype moments.
Yes, because you're silly and you're stupid and you're simple,
But I also love
and you have a silly accent.
that's true. All of those things are true. But like I mean that one's a full nostalgia one. I
I get it.
love
It's one of I've told you this. It's the movie that I'm like every time I'm not watching it, it's fucking horrible. And then when I watch it, I'm like, this is the sickest movie I've ever
yeah,
seen.
exactly.
And I
Yeah,
can
exactly.
totally separate my fucking adoration for that movie when I was a kid and a
Mm.
teenager from what I actually do think, because I think that's a bad movie.
Nah,
But
I think it's legit
I get
good.
what you mean. I know
Yeah.
what you mean. I know the
I
feeling.
don't
I know the
think
feeling.
I don't think Revenge of the Sith is as good as the rating that I probably give it. Like I think realistically it's a set like a, for me it's like a as a movie as a the way it's constructed it's like a 6.57. I think it's good. I genuinely think it's
I would
better
say
than it's not.
6.5 is where it belongs. Yeah.
Yeah, but then also I'll give it an 11 out of 10. But like I think if you look at a Revenge of the Sith now and you compare it to like half of the MCU, ones that have like 90%, I really don't think there's that much of a difference
I
in
think
terms of
that's
construction.
all right.
I really don't think there
Sure.
is,
I mean,
dude.
I think probably the worst MCU movie that's better than Revenge of the Sith is like maybe the first Captain Marvel. I'm genuinely at that with
Nah,
Revenge of the Sith. I because I think the first
nah.
Captain Marvel is also probably like a 6.5 or a 7 out
It's
of
yeah, it's
10.
fine.
I would say those are movies on the same level.
Interesting. I
I would
think
say
I
that.
would put it I'm putting it on the same level as like a
Or maybe Thor. No, the first Thor kind of sucks, honestly. I
first
don't
thought kind
really
of
yeah.
sucks.
So maybe not Thor.
I'd put it on like it's
Iron Man
like
3.
yeah, logically, I'm putting it on the level with like an Iron Man, like probably like an Iron Man 2 or 3, or like an Ant Man 1 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Emotionally, it's better than Infinity War. No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Do you think it's bigger than Endgame though? I mean, it's got your two favorite characters fighting each other, which is Iron Man and Darth Vader, obviously.
That's true. That's true. If you ask me legitimately what movie do I like more, Endgame or Revenge of the Sith, I think the answer would upset you.
I don't need the answer because I know it already.
You don't know it.
I know these answers before I ask them. If I ask
Ask
a
me.
question that has
Ask
to
me.
do with Anakin Skywalker, I know what the answer is.
Ask me.
So what do you like more, Avengers Endgame or Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith?
Glass Onion. Really enjoyed it.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
They burned the Mona Lisa.
What do you
Spoilers.
think of Wake Up Dead Man?
It's good.
It
I
was
think we
good.
talked about this.
Did
I think
we?
I vaguely remember telling you guys maybe off the pod that there were parts, or maybe I said this to myself. Maybe I'm talking to myself these days. That off the pod, like there were parts where like I genuinely was like, okay, but this is magic. like
Oh yeah,
like
like how did he
genuine,
come out of the tomb?
yeah,
Yeah.
genuinely. They've not that they jumped the shark, but like okay, Benoit Blanc has to solve an impossible mystery.
An impossible thing.
I
Can
actually
I
believed it to be impossible for a second.
did you feel though that like about like 45 minutes into that movie, like you went, yeah, I reckon it's probably them, and it was. Because like we
Yeah, yeah,
both
yeah.
did,
Yes,
and
yeah,
it was
yeah.
kind of just like a it's more about like how is he gonna figure that out? And then by the
Yeah.
time we got there, it was kind of like, yeah, right, yeah, that
Okay, yeah,
works, I
good
guess.
job.
That's fine.
And he knew about the
Yeah.
entire time. Like he had solved it immediately. I love when he does
Yeah.
that.
Oh, dude. Yeah. It's so good. He's unbelievable, man.
Yeah,
Daniel Craig. He's
he
so
is.
good. He's
Yes,
the
he
best
is.
Bond. He's
Yeah,
the.
obviously.
Oh, I'm glad you agree. I wasn't sure. I thought I
Why
might get
would I
fight.
not agree with that?
I
Ask
don't know,
yourself
man.
why I
You're
would
a
not agree with
Bond.
that.
Like you love Bond.
Yes, and Daniel Craig is the best Bond.
Okay, I thought you might have said
How many
Lazenby
times have
or
we said that?
Lazenby.
Lazenby, yeah, he is your of your silly Australian kin.
Yes, yeah, yeah. On bloody
So,
James Bond.
but I think he's. I mean, how many times have we talked about how Casino Royale is the best movie
Oh, it's the
ever?
best movie ever made.
Exactly. So, exactly. Why would I not think that he's the best
The
Bond
best.
off of
I
that?
don't know. I don't know, dude. Oh, man,
Skyfall's
the
real good.
drop off,
I
the
like No Time to
drop
Die.
off
They gave him an
from
Iron Man ending.
yeah, no,
They-
yeah, it is so silly that they have to give him an Iron Man ending, but I like No Time to Die. I do.
I like that one a lot too.
Weak
Yeah,
fucking
it's
villain. How
awesome.
you get Rami Malek and
Yeah,
the villain is that shit.
yeah.
Dude, the drop down
Lucifer
from
Safin.
is that his name? Fuck, you're good.
Lucifer
You are a
Safin.
Bond dude.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah,
through and through Bond guy, man.
yeah.
That's crazy. I hope
Yeah.
that new James Bond game ends up being in VR
Oh,
because
I
that's the
hope
only
it's awesome. I hope it's
way.
awesome. You know how long I've been waiting for that? My
Yeah, because
gosh.
like I spoke about this a little bit on the live stream. I think I said it to you guys. I keep sending clips of like me fighting in
In
Hitman, but
VR,
like
yeah.
the biggest problem with those Hitman games, and I genuinely like love them. And have I even enjoyed Absolution when it came out, and that's the one that people don't
I like
didn't
that one too.
like. Yeah, there you go. But like the worst part of those games is the shooting mechanic, like in the
Yeah.
third person
It's
shooting
also because
mechanic in the
it's
hit.
underbuilt because they don't really want you to do that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like super stiff, but like the gunplay and the throwing of objects and stuff in VR is so unbelievably satisfying. Like I'm
I hate
holding a kitchen.
I can't I sometimes you send clips and I'm like, you didn't have to kill the guy like that, dude.
No, yeah,
You're
I know.
enjoying
Yeah,
it. I can
yeah, no, I'm
see you
enjoying.
enjoy it
Yeah,
behind
just
the yeah.
But like you come around, there's two guards. You throw a knife at one, you shoot one, you run out of bullets. You throw the gun at them, you pick up their gun, you
There
shoot their.
was one
It's
you
like the
sent where
coolest.
the dude you shot the dude and he's like slumped over and you
And I
shot him
shot
in
him.
the head as he fell. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And you're doing that in VR. You're living that, and you're like, look how sick this is.
I just
Crazy.
thought it would make. I thought it
Yeah.
would make for a better clip. To be fair, it was a good clip. Do you want me to?
Like,
You want me to
fuck,
show the
man.
clip? Do you
Yeah,
want me,
show the
you want
clip.
to see?
I said that dude probably had a wife and like a dog at home.
What did I say?
He said, you don't care. Look at this. This is fucked up. Boom. Boom. Look at
And
that.
then no,
Twice in
it's
the
this
head.
one.
Why did he do that? Why did you do that?
It's fun.
I get it. No, I get it. That does look fun.
Oh
I
God,
hope
I
that
love
Bond
when
game
it's
is in VR. Yeah.
you know when people responded to like the answers last week and said like their favorite episode was whenever it's just you and I.
Mm-hmm.
They're so right, dude. They're
It's
so
good
right.
stuff. I do
The
enjoy
best
it.
ones.
Was that the birth of? No, that wasn't the birth of Jago Russo. It was not a you and I one. I think Hunter probably there as well.
Oh yeah. Did I say Jago? Was it my fuck up?
Yes, because I remember the exact thing you said was you
I
said
gotta find that
you
clip.
said I reckon Jago Russo, and then you were like, did I just say Jago Russo? But I legitimately in my head, I will sometimes just go, I reckon Jago Russo. I reckon Jago Russo. Somebody,
I
if you're a real
reckon
Hero Story fan, you got to get that tattooed on you.
Can someone please find like what episode and a timestamp that? Please, I'll give you a shout out at the top of next episode.
Reckon
There's
Jago
no way I can
Russo.
find that.
I cannot believe that people liked that I said that the monkeys grab your balls in your jaw. I don't
Oh,
know
they loved that. Yeah,
Why?
it was the favorite because it was funny.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm so glad we found the M&M's go to Wakanda clip. That's
Yes.
so good. Yeah, and it's
The
sick.
Eminem's good, and you're not even paying attention to the clip. You're like
Yeah, I'm like,
looking somewhere else. The Eminem's good.
I'm thinking about all the
sick as fuck.
I'm thinking about all the people I can kill in Hitman.
Yes, God, I just have written down Doom question mark. What's that mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you have more leaks?
Oh fuck! I do have more leaks.
Oh God,
Let me
I just
go.
dropped
Let me
my
go to
phone as
Reddit.
well. I gotta find my phone. I didn't think I would need it. Flashlight. Here it is. So
Shit.
Avengers Doomsday is a movie coming out where
Is it?
Robert Downey Jr. will return from playing Iron Man and he will play Doctor Doom in this movie. And it's going to be a movie that they're really making that comes out this year. And I was actually thinking today, I was like, dude, if we think the kind of Doomsday rumor mill is horrible, the Secret Wars rumor mill is going to be unfucking livable.
It's gonna be unbearable
because it's gonna have like the Tom Cruise as superior Iron Man level of thing, but I actually might believe it in that one.
So,
Yeah.
okay, you ready?
Yeah.
There's a very good chance this is just like good fan art instead of like promo art or something, right? but you got to hear me out on some of the things. This is
Okay.
Glovegate again, dude.
Oh, here
Ready?
we go.
Okay. All right.
Leather
You ready?
glove talk.
There are some things about like I think this. I personally, if you ask me, I don't think it's real, and it does
Is
come
that
down
just
to the
because you're
gloves.
cynical?
No. Okay. So it's this photo, right? Okay. It's a throne photo.
Okay. A throne,
Uh,
no.
a throner. That's it. The belt and the legs are interesting because if someone's faked this, then they have specifically taken it from like that
Did
promo.
you do this? All these
No, this is a
circles?
Reddit post. This
Okay,
is a Reddit post.
I was
This is a
gonna
Reddit
say.
post. Can you imagine?
Yeah. So I have all these. I have this lined up. I have this ready.
Yeah. But like people like, are
It all
circling
matches
all the
up.
same things. It
Okay.
does all match up. But in my mind, like if it matches up, that doesn't necessarily mean someone didn't see that standee and then
And
use that
AI
to
it or
make
something or fan
whatever.
art it. Yeah.
But in this is just me. But like, okay. If we look at oh my God, dude, this is the arm bit there, right? Okay.
Okay.
You
The
see how that
arm
arm
bit
bit
there. The
it's
arm
like
bit
chainmail, but it's
there.
got rings around it, right? Like
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you can't really see it in that photo, but you
Yeah.
can in the bigger standee. That arm bit there actually lends credence to the photos from the other week that were leaked, these ones here, because that actually looks very similar. Looks
Hmm.
very similar, which lends maybe credence to that being real. Um, and
What
also
if?
the legs on the standee match the legs on this one, so that like it could actually be legit.
Uh huh.
But however, the gloves, glove gate. I saw people comparing gloves on Reddit. I went, yay, I'm not the only one. There's two of us now. If you look at this piece of art, those gloves, they look like iron gauntlets to me. You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? They look like
You're
they
really
they're
with
not
this
leather
glove gate
gloves.
thing. Like I get like the leather gloves are in Fantastic Four, so yeah, I guess. But do you
Exactly.
I just wonder if the Fantastic Four costume is genuinely the one he's wearing in Endgame.
No, it's not because we've seen the
But they
Fantastic
said
in
it's Downey
Endgame.
on Endgame, sorry, in Doomsday.
No.
Because if you go back, Robert Downey Jr. is in Endgame, and when he snaps, he
Wow. When
becomes
he
Doctor
goes,
Doom.
oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's actually cool.
But like they said it was Downey on set from Doomsday, right? They said
Yes,
that.
yeah.
So it would have to be the same costume, no?
I don't think it is because that is the only like piece of art that we actually, well, I mean, we don't know, but we're 99% sure is official because what the fuck else is it from?
Yeah.
And it also lines up with like the stuff that the crew were wearing, like the
Yeah.
design with the hammer and the star. So odds are this is real because this was from an
This
expo and everything.
I'm
And that
just
helmet is not the fucking fuck ass flat C3PO
yeah,
faceplate
that's
from the
true.
end of. So yeah,
Unless he
I
builds a
don't.
new one or something. Maybe that's why he
It
goes to
could be.
Franklin. Can you make me a new one? A
It
new
make
little
me a new
nanotech
mask.
one?
I've taken this one
Yeah.
off. Can you? Oh my god.
I just had a weird thought because he does have the fucking Thor hammer and I guess the Captain it looks like the Captain Marvel logo. It legit looks like the Captain
Yeah,
Marvel
or
logo.
a star. Yeah,
Um
I don't know what's
what if
going on
Doom has
there.
already built Battleworld?
Okay, how?
I don't know
Just
how.
and
It's not
he's
my
built. Okay,
but like he's
okay, fair.
from there. That's where he's been. I guess like that's they kind of replaced Latveria with that. That's his kingdom. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but why would he have that already?
Let me have a look. Oh,
Because I
interesting.
assume that those
Oh,
are in relation to him on Battle World in the comic having the Thor core, and I guess you could also do like the Carol core, the Captain Marvel core, or whatever. You know?
I'm reading people.
Okay.
Uh, I'm reading people compare why things are fake, and that's exciting.
Okay. Like what?
So they've pointed out the star, right? They're matching
Okay.
up the star in the behind the scenes leaked photo
The quote
versus
one.
the concept art and how like that's much more Captain Marvel and this one is much like there's a lot of stars and a lot of detail going on
Yeah.
and saying that it's a very it's
It's the
definitely
type of
a
thing an AI would do.
it's yeah, take that and put that on there and that's what it ends up with. And like dude, honestly, like we talk about Doctor Doom's costume
A lot.
we talk about it so much.
We talk about
Apparently, according
Doomsday
to the
all the
live
time.
yesterday, people love us just talking about Doomsday stuff. So I'm glad, and we're
I mean,
back.
it's a fucking movie that I was. You know what I was watching yesterday? Endgame. I was watching the beginning of
Fuck yeah.
Endgame, and it's like I was thinking, like, dude, the little things about this movie and this universe are what we liked about it so much. Like, remember the opening where it's fucking Tony and Nebula playing like paper
Oh,
football?
yeah. And you win.
Like,
Yeah.
that's like such a small moment where I'm like, that's good.
Oh,
That's
it's
the MCU right
unbelievable.
there.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I guess, what's exciting about the only thing that's exciting about Doomsday really is the concept that we get that with like Reed Richards and Scott Summers and Charles Xavier and like bigger scale characters, like
I said it. I talked about it yesterday in the live stream. I genuinely loved Yancey Street. Like I really love
mhm,
him talking
him
to
talking to
M'Baku. Like
M'Baku.
I
Yeah,
thought it
because
was fucking
it was a
awesome.
crossover of things, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a fucking crossover movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
it's
that's
exciting to see the
what we want.
Fantastic Four meet the other characters. It's exciting the idea that I guess they're gonna meet the X-Men. Um, because that's the foundation of the MCU, the foundation of what makes Marvel Comics cool is that all the characters hang out a lot. You know
You know what's more exciting than even that?
what?
Doctor Doom costume talk. So, right, here's the thing.
Yes.
Even though they're very similar, and I assume that this one here is AI, right? Which I did call. I said it probably is
Yeah.
AI, even though it's very hard to tell these days. It really
It
is.
sucks.
The belt being the biggest
Okay,
giveaway
the
because like
belt. The
what
belt.
is all the detail? There's so much detail, but in that concept art, it's just like a cool flat texture
And
with the
maybe they would
pin.
change that into like
Maybe.
making it
Why would
a
you change
physical
like the
thing.
cool that cool pin design to just be a
A
fucking
big belt
squared
buckle.
belt buckle? Um,
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is that like look at the mask and look at how like the size of the eye holes and he's got the
Mhm.
rivets
Yeah, the
underneath
eye hole thing I do, yeah.
where he's got these giant ones
Huge.
and no rivets
Well, it's
underneath.
because
Like
they
there's
they go down and he gets his VR headset, like the Iron Man,
oh, that's
the
cool.
HUD.
You know how I feel about VR. Do you want to see me kill someone in
No, I
Hitman?
don't want to see any VR. I don't want to see
Oh,
nothing.
okay.
Well, dude, they got to do. They just released Deadpool VR. They got to do Doctor Doom VR.
Oh, that's cool.
It's got to be the day
Actually,
to day
now
of
that
running
I'm
Latveria. It's like Papers,
now that
Please.
I'm
Remember that
looking at
game?
things, look how stiff. You mean the Deadpool game from like 2015 or whatever?
No, they made a new VR Deadpool game.
Oh,
Just came out.
I'll play it.
Yeah.
Can I kill people in it?
Chimichanga. You got to say that a
Yeah.
lot, though.
Like look how stiff like this fabric is. You know how like the
Yeah,
whole
it doesn't
skirt
look
area
very. Yeah.
it looks super stiff. But also, if you look at that concept art, I'm only realizing now it looks way more fabric.
Now that I look at that longer, I don't know that I really looked at the other picture very long. The alleged set photo, it does look
Yeah,
very fake.
yeah, right, yeah.
It looks so fake,
And
dude.
also,
Everything
here's
about that
my
looks
biggest thing.
fake.
If Doctor Doom looks like this, right, and like this is the design that we see on screen, and it's this
Yeah,
stiff kind of whatever, leather gloves, big eye holes, I'll be like, man, really? Like you swung for Doctor Doom and you missed. If he looks like that, Robert Downey
it's
Jr. or
cool.
not, I'm buying that fucking hot toy. You know what I mean?
What
That's
do you think of the other
fire.
costumes? What do you think of the jackets on the Fantastic Four? That's apparently their look. I have thought about it quite a bit because when it originally was shown or the leaked, I guess I was like, that's kind of dumb. They're like the Avengers in the '90s, and
Mm.
now I'm like, dude, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, that's
Jackets
exactly
over
how
the
I feel. I
suit.
think it's cool. I think
I
it's
think
super
it's
cool.
fucking awesome.
I think
I
especially Johnny,
love
like
the
Johnny, I
idea of
think Johnny
that.
looks cool. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my god. Just Reed with the suit, with the jacket over his suit. Looks just sounds
that's.
awesome.
I,
Just really sounds very cool. Like it sounds like
do you want
not
to
that
see
I
an
would want to
AI
buy a
generated
jacket like
version
that.
of it?
Sure. I'll look at an
No, I'm
AI
joking.
generated version.
I don't have one.
I want to
I don't
look.
have one.
I want to get a toy of that. It sounds cool. Get jackets on the
Yeah,
Fantastic Four.
that does
Um.
sound cool.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
Fantastic Four hot toys look amazing.
They do look very good. It's just like I can't really buy 4 hot toys.
Exactly. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's the problem,
And
isn't
I
it?
don't want just one either. I don't want just Reed Richards. I
If you
love Reed
had to buy
Richards, but
one,
it would be Reed.
if you had to buy just one, just be
It'd be
Reed.
Reed. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Or I guess Ben, maybe.
But if you get Ben, you gotta have Johnny, dude.
I don't feel that way though. I think Ben works as well as a solo
Interesting.
character. I think
And
Ben is the member of the Fantastic Four that works best by himself.
that's so interesting that, like, I mean, that's fair. I mean, Agent of Shield or whatever the fuck he was
Agent
doing when Reed
Shield,
was
he's
there.
been a
Um,
fucking noir detective. He's been like a
but
space pirate.
You said that like you would struggle to own a Doctor Doom hot toy, not a Reed one. You wouldn't struggle to have a Thing toy and not like the rest of the four.
No, I would, but you asked if I had to buy one.
Okay, I was just curious.
That was the
All right.
basis of the question, was it not? The
Okay.
basis of the
Okay.
question was not I could not own all four.
Okay.
So
That's fair. That's
there you
fair.
go.
I rescind
Um,
my argument.
thank you.
Do you want to see
You should
Robert
have.
Downey Jr.'s gloves though?
I don't want to see any more fucking gloves, man. I'm sick of the gloves. Only gloves I want to see are Reed Richards stretchy gloves. I like those.
He won't stretch though. He doesn't stretch.
Imagine he does. Imagine he stretches even less in Doomsday. I could buy it. I
I
mean, I don't think they even had Ant Man ride an ant in the Avengers movies. So I remember that being a
That's
big thing.
surely
Remember,
not
he's like,
true.
"Flick me." It's like, isn't your thing flying on ants?
Flick me.
Remember he says that. He says that to like Iron Man.
That's America's ass. Yeah, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Doesn't he just usually fly on ants?
What if instead of like actual stretching effect, what if they do like a he stretches like he goes to reach like that and then like he reaches off screen and then it cuts to another angle and you just see like the hand come in?
Oh, that's
Like
good.
you know what I
You
mean?
know, that is so funny because I just had the idea, just the thought in my head that this movie looks as bad as the MCU movies have looked recently.
Hmm.
How could this movie take itself seriously and be their big comeback if it
And
actually
look
has like
like
the CGI, the level of that we've been getting like of Ant-Man 3?
yeah, and it will.
Holy shit. I
It's
didn't
gonna
even
look like
think about
arson.
that, dude.
Yeah.
Like No Way Home had some of that, but it
It did.
felt big enough where you're like, I'll look over it. But this,
Yeah,
I don't
No
know
Way
if it has
Home
the
did it
goodwill.
so bad initially that they patched
They
Andrew
patched it
Garfield
later, yeah.
halfway through the theatrical release,
Yeah.
dude. Like they
Oh my
patched it while
god,
it was in cinemas.
that's
That's
crazy.
nuts.
Yeah, but can you imagine if it's that bad in Doomsday? Like when you said that, I just imagine Heimdall's head floating, Heimdall's son's head floating
Yeah.
in the middle of the room.
I mean, it'll happen. Even like we love Infinity War, but Infinity War genuinely
A
has
lot of
some bits
floating
like that.
head.
Some of the Wakandan stuff looks like shit, dude. It
Yeah,
looks bad.
I mean, there's so
Um,
much floating Iron Man head. I remember in
yeah.
Civil War,
Oh,
the airport fight,
Civil
floating
War.
head,
The
floating
Civil
head.
War. Yeah. That was one of those. Like now, when I watch it, it doesn't. It actually doesn't bother me as much
Yeah,
as
I
it
agree.
did but when I first saw it, I was like, whoa. My brain was not ready for CGI
just,
body and just his
just the
head.
head, just
Yeah.
just his head and maybe Don Cheadle's head. I mean, you
Yeah.
remember Infinity War when they're all mourning and Mark Ruffalo's head is on the Hulk poster and it looks
Oh yeah, and they're
horrific.
just looking sad. Yeah,
And
yeah,
Don
yeah.
Cheadle's head, yeah, on the War Machine armor, going
Yeah.
Sam, looking around for
Yeah.
yeah,
He's doing these ones,
just
and
the head.
he's like that extra in Doctor Strange that's doing too much. Like
Yeah,
Rhodey's in the background going like,
woohoo! Yeah,
it's just like, whoa, come on,
bad.
man.
It's bad. I really hope this movie does not look like that. Holy shit!
Do you remember when they
They've got
had
more
like
time on it though. At
they had a
least,
fucking toy of the Hulk ripping out of the
yeah.
Hulkbuster, and it was like we all were like, that will be the coolest moment, and it didn't happen.
At least it didn't feel like. At least the movie was good enough, right?
It was, but like God, it would have. I really feel like that would have been such a sick moment, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like realistically, should Hulk be the one that gets the all that for a drop of blood moment? Like, because he gets trounced at the start, does he
No,
come
he's
back
but
and
it's
he?
not. He's the main. But it's got to be Tony because he's the main character of the
That's true.
MCU.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Stark.
You know
That's
me.
good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good movie.
I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
Richards. You know
My only
me.
curse is you.
I do.
Yeah. Uh,
There
my
we go.
only
That's the
curse
first
is
time they
you.
meet. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
My only curse is you. I guess. I guess Pedro
Had-
Pascal would be saying that, so he'd be like, "Richards, you're not the only one cursed with knowledge. Jarvis, you're not the only one cursed with knowledge."
Stupid, dude. Stupid.
Very
How do you
stupid.
feel like? Okay, I fully believe that if you are doing Doctor Doom as a villain in a movie,
Okay.
I am somewhat of the belief that I think an Avengers movie makes cinematically, I think that makes sense. I'm not
You think
saying
it
he's
has to
not a
be the?
Fantastic Four villain. I think like in terms of grandiose, I think you need to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it a
yeah.
big event movie, and the Fantastic Four need to be the heart of that. You need to do Secret Wars like 2015, right? The
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic
No,
Four should be the
I
heart of
agree.
it, but it should be a bigger than just a Fantastic Four
Yeah,
story.
I mean, I was thinking about
But
how Secret Wars is called Avengers Secret Wars. Like, what
yes,
does that
yeah.
even mean? It's not going to be an Avengers movie, I don't think. It's going to be
No,
about the
I
Fantastic
think
Four and stuff.
no, I think they'll kill all the Fantastic Four except Reed.
You think so?
I actually think
Wow.
they'll do that. Yeah,
I think it'll be.
it'll be
I don't think they'll kill Sue. I don't think
they'll
they can
kill.
kill Sue.
They killed Sue in that comic.
And in the
She
movie.
died.
And in
And the
First
movie, and
Steps.
yeah, they did. They literally
But
killed her
that's the thing, they can't
already.
kill her again. So,
What if they kill the baby?
well, they're definitely putting stock in that baby, we could say.
They're putting stock in the baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're saying that, yeah, no, I get that, because I think that Doom, like, as much as you would love to see Doom just show up and be a villain in a movie and then just move on to the next movie,
Well, that
he can't
yeah.
be that. He's too big.
No,
to
he
that.
can't. And my point was going to be, how do you feel that we're going into Doomsday and our introduction to Doctor Doom, and we've got Reed Richards there, and they're yet to lay a single brick of the foundation for that relationship
You know, I
between
hate it.
Victor and Reed.
You know,
No,
I
but
think
like,
that's the worst
but
thing.
do you actually comprehend? Like, do you know what I mean? Do you
Yes.
comprehend that?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I almost can't comprehend.
No, I think about it a lot.
How will we survive? Like, you know, when people were annoyed that like Green Goblin and Tobey Maguire didn't say anything to each other in No Way Home.
And No Way
Can you
Home
imagine
had
if
on a-
Reed and Victor
Yeah.
don't have some like, oh, Victor, it's you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I think they have to. I don't see how that's even an option in this movie. I just
don't know,
don't. I
dude.
just don't see how they've never met each other is an option on the table. I
I
don't even know why you have the Fantastic
pray
Four
that it's
there.
not. I pray that it's
But
not.
like, I
I
don't
mean,
even understand why
realistically,
they would be there in the first place if not to have something to do with Doom.
yeah, realistically, do it the way that like you know when Heroes Reborn like did its little reboot, you know, pocket universe
Yeah, yeah.
bullshit. And when the Fantastic Four first see Victor, it's more dramatic than him teleporting the Baxter building. But when they first see
No, he doesn't
Victor,
tell.
it's
He
like,
reverses the gravity of the Baxter building and
sorry,
launches it
sorry.
into
He
space.
does, he does.
Come
I'm
on,
sorry.
man.
When you know when Victor and Reed first see each other in Heroes Reborn, it's just like he's in the costume or stuff, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Richards, blah blah blah," and Richards is like, "Oh my God, it's you, it's Victor Von Doom." Like he hasn't seen him since college, and that's the reveal. I guess you could have it like that. Like we don't need to see them as whatever. You can have like he sees the dude in the suit and realizes after the fact, "Oh my God," or like in the moment, "Fuck, that's Victor
You're
Von Doom. I
saying
went to
okay,
college
he
with
doesn't
him."
know that he's never met Doctor Doom before.
No, he's never met Doctor Doom, or like he doesn't. Oh no, but he
Okay.
Latveria wasn't at the conference. He would know that he's the monarch of Latveria already. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
Yeah,
why
I
else
don't
would they
know.
not be there?
Yeah. If not because he has a personal petty thing against the Richards. Yeah.
Like
Because
Reed
it's
would know about, but like the only way it works is if he has no idea where Victor has been since college, since
yes.
the
Because
experiment.
I agree with you that the missing seat at the UN conference does feel like that kind of petty level of Doctor Doom thing
It implies that
set
that's
up
Victor not
to
showing up. Yeah,
send a
exactly.
flag and have a stand, but to not have
Well,
anyone show up. That's the level
yeah,
of petty thing he would do to Reed Richards.
that's Victor. Well, it was a
And
UN meeting, wasn't it? Like he would
yeah,
be, unless he was sending like an ambassador. Like realistically, it would be him.
yeah.
But he's
But
just not showing up for that shit.
but to me, I also read that as the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna waste their space because I hate them. You know,
Yeah.
like
But also, if
yeah.
he is Doctor Doom, Monarch of Latveria already, then when they're doing the flashbacks of the adventures of the Fantastic Four, you telling me they've never had a run-in with
Yeah, I
Doctor
was thinking
Doom
about
yet
that.
at
They, in
all?
the
Like,
5 years that you do the rundown, or the 4 years, it's Mole Man and the Red Guardian,
yeah.
the Red Ghost, the
Ghost.
Red Guardian,
Red Guardian.
the Red Ghost, even mentions El Diablo and the Puppet Master and stuff like that, but not Doctor Doom. And I guess, you know, in that scene,
Yeah.
he's referencing them because they are literally on the island of Manhattan, and Doctor Doom isn't on the island of Manhattan. But still, like, you would think he would get brought up at all.
Yeah, in
If he's
some
as
way.
important, because the thing is, like, in my personal life, I have explained the story because I find it hilarious. I think it's fucking hilarious that the most important, arguably the most important relationship in the 616 Marvel universe started because two guys didn't like each other because they were roommates in college. I think that's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Awesome.
I think
No,
that's the
it's actually
funniest
awesome.
thing
Yeah.
because, like, their universe or their relationship is literally the, like, it tears the entire multiverse apart.
Yeah.
It is the
Yeah,
most
that's
important thing that's literally ever happened in the Marvel universe. And it
Yep.
started because they didn't like each other when they were like 18.
That's it.
I
yeah.
think that's
He
so
read his
funny.
notes.
Exactly. I
How
think
dare
that
you
is
read my
so
notes?
funny. And I've explained that to so many people in my life
Mm.
that legitimately other people have recalled it from the things that I've explained to other fucking people. Like, that's literally happened. Because I think that obviously their relationship, that's, for me, that's the best comic book
arch rivalry, whatever the term is for the rivalry, right?
Mm.
Just in terms of like a character and their arch nemesis, I think that's the
Yeah.
best that has ever been in comic books. It's
No,
better than Batman and the
100%.
Joker, Superman and Lex,
I
whatever is up
fully
there.
agree.
Fucking Spider-Man and Norman Osborn. I think Reed Richards and Victor Von Doom as a rivalry, it's just everything that's good about comic books is in there.
No, I fully agree. I think if there was ever to be only one like rival, like if Marvel was Star Wars and they're the Skywalkers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like
Yes.
that's the crux of everything. I fully agree. If that was the only thing that existed in that universe, then it's worth it. Like,
yeah, because that's the big thing about their universe. Really, Reed Richards essentially is the main character of Marvel Comics, right? Like, as far as the character that starts the Age of Heroes and then ends it, like the character that most people trust, that most people go to, that has the most big stories around him, it's probably Reed Richards. He's the main character. He's the protagonist. And that makes Victor by default the main antagonist of Marvel. And I think even if you're not a Fantastic Four fan or you're not a Reed Richards person, you don't think that of Reed Richards, because you could argue, it's Peter Parker or it's Steve Rogers or whatever. You still agree that Doctor Doom is the main bad guy of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
He's ubiquitous.
And
in that way.
also that if you are doing an event where Victor Von Doom is the threat, if you do not have Reed there, what are you doing?
Because, and it's also, if you think that about Doctor Doom, if you think that Doctor Doom is the biggest bad guy in the Marvel comics, the only reason he does anything is because of Reed Richards.
Yeah, and the person that he is trying to show up and has the pettiness against is Reed.
Yeah.
There are so many people that are much bigger dickheads than Reed Richards, and he likes Tony Stark.
He's a good guy, because Reed is a good person.
Exactly.
Like he could spend that on Tony Stark, and it would make more sense, because Tony does kind of suck at sometimes.
Yeah.
And they have a great rivalry as well. But the fact that it's Reed Richards, and because I love it, because Reed is legitimately a good person, and Victor is just legitimately not.
That's it. Yeah, that's literally it.
He just doesn't believe it. Like, I love that.
But no, what it is like whether it's they were roommates in college or they just knew each other in college, whichever one you want to go by, because it's been since Books of Doomed retconned. I like the idea that Victor got to meet Reed in a bubble for a short period of time when Reed was probably his most arrogant. You know what I mean? Like when Reed was younger, he was more arrogant. He did go through Victor's notes. He did.
Because he's the child prodigy, because he was already Reed Richards by the time he was like 18.
But like Victor has let something that realistically you should just brush off. Like, now you grow up and you go, we were young, he was an idiot, he shouldn't have gone into my room and whatever. But he's let all of that fester in his own hubris, because it's like, no, he was the reason the machine broke, he's the reason that I'm this. Literally the only reason he's Doctor Doom is because he believes Reed Richards is the reason that his experiment went wrong. Is that he got his face scarred because Reed destroyed the machine, and then he had to go into the Himalayas and become Doctor Doom because Reed made me do that. Exactly.
I love that. That's hilarious.
It's so good.
The way I explained it recently, just the idea, like I was trying to explain why I think that their rivalry is so interesting, and I think it's because Reed at his heart, and this is kind of what Hickman really goes into, but the Reed at his heart is a person, obviously he believes in science, and he believes that the universe is constructed in one way, and that while they have he believes that they have no physical thing or anything that they can do to stop the flow of reality, right? Reality is going to occur. No matter what happens, it's meant to happen. That is what science dictates, and we cannot affect that, right? The best we can do is study it and work with it and make it something that everyone knows and can see, right? And that's the kind of goal of Fantastic Four, their adventures. But Victor Von Doom genuinely believes that he can fix and change reality. He thinks that it is like he thinks that he's the only one that can do that. Yes. He thinks that he is the only person in the entire planet, in the entire universe, that is worthy of being in control of everything. And Reed just doesn't think that that's a thing that can be done. Yeah. Like Reed believes in entropy, and he believes that the universe flows in a certain direction, and you can change events, but you're never going to have control. And Victor desperately believes that he can have control and be the only one to hold it.
And time
So
and time
good.
again, he gets it, and then
Yeah.
he loses it.
Yeah.
But like really, like man, dude, Secret Wars should just be the last Victor Von Doom story ever told.
Yeah, it should be the
Like,
last Marvel comic ever.
yeah,
It should
it's
be.
just so-
Yeah.
yeah, man.
It's good stuff.
There's a, I don't remember exactly what issues it was, but the Doom's like working. He's got like a big space station, and he's like the only one that can like stop reality from like collapsing in on itself. And like Reed calls in, and he went,
That's
Victor,
the
you're doing
Cantwell one.
Is it the Cantwell one?
Yes. Is
Is
it
it
when Reed
really?
calls and is like, you're doing a good job?
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
Cantwell
That's
one?
Cantwell,
But
yeah.
like that was my initial thought, and I went, no, there's no. He spends too much of that like story on the run, but that's literally what happens right before he goes to the other universe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes. I just love Reed calling in, being like, "This is right, and thank you, you're doing a good job." And he's like, "Yeah, okay, I don't need your fucking
Duh.
support, dude." And he hangs up, and then he's like, "Why would he call me? He must be calling me because he knows something's wrong. Something
Yes.
must be wrong." And then he goes and changes everything. It's like, fucking,
Yeah.
just fucking stick
Yeah,
to
just
it, dude.
let it go, man.
Yeah, man.
That's I mean, that book has one of the best, I think, Doctor Doom moments where Doom gets sent to hell, and when he's in hell, he just like wakes up and like goes over there and grabs the hidden hell armor that he's put in hell in case he ever gets sent there. Like,
yeah, it's a
that's-
fire look, dude. It
yeah,
looks
that's so
sick as
good.
fuck. Oh, that's the one where he has to talk to Valeria, and he has to be like, "I'm sorry about peeling off your skin, dude."
Yeah, love that. I love
Yeah.
that so much. Yeah, it's God, they're good characters. I mean, do you think post this Secret Wars movie, when they do their MCU relaunch,
Goes
that
hard.
is pretty cool.
It's crazy.
Do you think when they do the relaunch, like how do you handle Doctor Doom in that universe and that new MCU? Do you because I obviously I
you
don't
make
think,
him, you actually make him like the Doctor Doom that we know. Like,
but this is the thing. I have an issue believing that they can possibly reduce scale of their characters and their things. I
agree,
think that
yeah.
that's why they didn't make any Avengers movies, is because they didn't want to throw like the idea out that these warrant the biggest event movies. Like if there was an Avengers movie at the end of Phase 4, let's say, and that was Sam Wilson as Captain America and Shang-Chi and Shuri and
yeah,
Thor,
no,
like,
yeah,
and it was a smaller scale story. You can't, I don't know how you build the audience back up from their peak and then expect them to go down and then peak up again.
I think that's
So-
fair too.
So then when Doctor Doom is presumably a character in the post MCU Secret Wars world, he's not Robert Downey Jr. anymore, is he? And so
No, he's
where does
not.
he show up and what does he do?
No, he's
He
not,
did
and also
Secret
he
Wars.
doesn't. Yeah, and he also doesn't change reality or do all of that. Oh
And he
my
failed,
God.
yeah. If assuming that that's the same Doom as well.
You make him infamous Iron Man.
I guess you do actually do
I
that.
guess you make him
I
infamous.
guess
Iron
you do
Man.
infamous Iron Man. Oh, dude. And you know who could play the shit out of that?
Jacob
Robert Downey
Elordi.
Jr.
Oh fuck.
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Dude,
It's crazy how much Robert Downey Jr. really fucking loves this whole Doctor Doom shit, man. Like he is so
he is
in on.
he's I 100%. That's
Did you
kind of
see
the only
that
thing that's
him
exciting
and
about it.
Timothy Chalamet hanging
They're
out?
hyping Doomsday. Yeah.
The Doomsday, but like if you look at Downey, he's wearing a Doom t-shirt underneath his blazer.
But
And
I bet it's him as Doom.
It's Doom in a Doctor Doom bathrobe, and he's holding,
Nice.
you can't see it in that shot, but he's holding an Iron Man like helmet in the other hand.
Oh, okay, so it is. He's just fully, yeah.
It's just, yeah.
All right.
Just like, man, yeah. Hope the movie's good.
I hope the movie is good too.
I would really like the movie to
God.
be good. Should we talk about other news?
Yeah, I
Maybe we
guess so.
should.
Yeah, we could talk about other news. God, we talked about Avengers Doomsday again, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
They're making
People
a
love it.
Spider-Man and Superman comic.
They are.
Marvel.
That's
So we talked
exciting.
about the DC end of this, which was Mark Waid and Jorge Jimenez. Now we've got the Marvel end of this, which is gotta fucking find it. So the cover I love. The cover is Pepe Larraz drawing it. I really hope I can find this as a poster somewhere. I would love this on my wall. I think it's sick. Pepe drawing Spider-Man and Superman.
Oh,
That's
that looks
awesome.
gorgeous, man. Yeah.
And he's gonna do the A story, which is good. He's the guy that you should get to do that. So, thwip and away.
Okay.
Brad Meltzer and Pepe Larraz pit Spider-Man and Superman against Lex Luthor and Norman Osborn as their greatest villains exploit some of their greatest weaknesses. That's the A plot. That's the main crossover. What do you think of that? Brad Meltzer.
You know
Pepe
how I feel
Larraz.
about that.
But you
I
got to say it on
think
the
Brad
podcast.
Meltzer, he wrote the worst comic book ever, mate.
Yeah, Identity Crisis, which I did, I
Yeah,
think,
it's
recently
terrible.
say was a fine
Oh,
comic that I
yes.
somewhat enjoyed, but it
I'm
is
going to
the worst
quote
comic
you.
ever.
I'm going to quote you from before the show. Keep Mary Jane and Sue Storm away from this story, dude.
Yes,
Keep
yes.
them
Which,
away.
yes, I think there's a story in like the Brad Meltzer. I'm thinking he did some good Green Arrow. Obviously, his
Mm.
Justice League is. I don't even know how I feel about his Justice League. His JLA is weird, and I think it's just because it's a team that I don't really care about. It's got like Red Tornado and like Speedy and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really want that to be the Justice League. I like it's the Justice League book that picks up after Infinite Crisis, obviously, and
Mm.
Identity Crisis. So it's the one where they're rebuilding the team, and there's that issue where they go throughout the whole history of the DC universe, and they show all the times that Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman have met up, like in the 50s era and in the 90s era and yada yada. Like apparently they've had secret meetings forever. That's an awesome issue. There's a part in
Mm.
that where Brad Meltzer writes the moment where Batman tells Wonder Woman and Superman about the fight he had with Guy Gardner.
Oh,
which is awesome. I
that's
love that.
awesome.
It's the three of them having like a water cooler conversation where Superman
Yeah,
is
you
like,
know I
dude,
love
why did
those.
you punch him? Why did you punch
Yeah.
him? It's just gonna make him worse. And then he just goes like, how did it feel? And then Batman's response is like hiding Ollie's arrows, which is a great response because it also implies that Batman is a prankster who hides Green Arrow's arrows as well, which I love. I just love stuff like that. You know, it makes the characters way more personable and real. It makes their relationship more real.
That's his.
So
That's his Tower of Babel for Green Arrow. It's just hide the arrows.
hide the arrows. Then what's he gonna do against me? I can just punch him. I could punch him so hard. I'm Batman.
I could punch him so. I punch anyone in green, dude.
Exactly. He's no tougher than any other bad guy I fight. So he's probably
It's
as
true.
tough as the Riddler. And I beat the Riddler all the time. So
Hey, if you had to do a cool like intro for like the Riddler entering into a story, what would you have him say?
So what do you think of Brad Meltzer writing the story? What do you think? What do you think of that? What do you think?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't
It's weird.
trust
It's
it. I
definitely
understand
weird.
that.
It's
I understand that.
2026.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I understand that it was like 15 plus years ago, but it's
I
like
think
of
Identity
all the
Crisis
people,
has to be 20 years ago.
it's like Identity Crisis was like 2007, 2009.
No, that had to have been 2004.
Really? Is it that
Yeah.
old?
Because
Wow.
Infinite Crisis is like 2005.
That's true. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
So yeah, that's even There's a
It's
story in
literally-
Action 1000 that's written by Brad Meltzer, which is pretty good. But
Yeah,
other than that, I can't think of
2004.
any other Brad Meltzer stories that he's done recently, or even any Marvel Brad Meltzer.
Well,
comics.
he's a novelist, isn't he? Isn't he? Like
he's like an airport novelist. Like he's the kind of guy that does like 20 fucking thriller books that you see at an airport and you buy.
Yeah.
And it worked. I mean, his books sold, and they actually did usher in an age of creativity at DC. So yeah, I mean, I think it'd be a fun story. I guess at least Pepe's on art, which is all I fucking care about. But the next one is interesting. In the shadow-laden 1930s, Spider-Man Noir encounters the original Golden Age Superman as told by Dan Slott and Marcos Martin. That sounds awesome. That's like, did not expect there to be alt universe versions of this, but that sounds very cool to me.
What are your thoughts generally on Dan Slott?
I think Dan Slott is someone who 100% understands the assignment of comic books, of making the heroes and making the stories big and whatnot. And I think that he really does get the kind of soap opera thing that I think maybe a bunch of writers have maybe abandoned. Not abandoned, but they've moved on from. I think the soap opera thing is what made, especially Marvel, so popular. And I think that that's because he's one of the only writers in the modern day that still uses the Marvel method, which is weird.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think he gets the assignment in a literal sense, but I think he's a bit sloppy as a writer. And I think he's done great stuff. I think he's done actual legitimately awesome comic books. Like even like Superior Spider-Man is, I think, iconic.
Yeah. And Spider Island. He loves Spider Island.
I actually do like Spider Island. I think it's awesome.
I knew it.
And Big Time is a lot of fun. Like for some reason, Dan Slott was the one person to go, isn't Peter Parker like really smart? Like, couldn't he just be like a scientist at and make like $1,000 a day? And they're like, yeah, I guess he could. And they just did that. He became rich.
That
For a little
crazy
bit.
wrote Spider-Man for like 10 years, dude.
He wrote Spider-Man for a very long time. He wrote like 200.
God.
He's the most Spider-Man issues ever. So
Is that true?
it is 100% true. He's written the most amazing Spider-Man issues.
For some reason, I thought it would have been like JMS or fucking someone like. Oh, Bendis would
Stan
have
Lee.
written the most because of Ultimate, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but Amazing Spider-Man is
Yeah.
Dan Slott. Yeah.
Damn, that's who's wrote the most or written, sorry, the most amount of just Spider-Man issues generally? Is it Bendis? Because like 160 Ultimate issues and then all the Miles
Like
stuff that'd take
like
him up.
you're saying starring Spider-Man or
He
Spider-Man's
would have
villain?
written like 230
Well, he
issues.
wrote. Let's see. He wrote. His last issue I think was 240 of Miles, so that he wrote
There you go.
240 issues of Spider-Man, right, from Peter Parker to Miles Morales. Dan Slott wrote during the Brand New Day era, so let's give him like a good 30 or 40 until 2011, which I think is when he took over at 648, and then he does a straight run from 648 to 801.
Would you like me to
which-
just give you numbers?
Yeah, sure. Give me the numbers. I'm trying to crack the math, but I think it's
All right.
probably. I guess it would be Bendis, maybe.
All right. Someone said, "Do you have the numbers? If you count the alt universe newspaper strips that Stan Lee wrote for like
Then
30
it's still
years,
Stan.
then Stano probably should be on that list."
Sure.
But someone said, "Sure, here are the numbers. Keep in mind there could be a slight error, but I think they are
Stan Lee,
very
by the
close
way,
to the
wrote
real."
the newspaper comic where at when One More Day happened, Peter woke up from a bad dream where in the newspaper strip, Peter woke up from a bad dream where he had sold his soul to the devil and then turns to Mary Jane and goes, "That was stupid." And then the newspaper
wow.
strip keeps going like that never happened. That's what
Damn.
Stan Lee thought of One More Day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Third place. This is as
Third
of 3
place.
months ago. This person counted
Okay,
those,
so, yeah.
counted these up. So, Bendis 240, third place.
Okay.
Dan
'Cause,
Slott, second
you have
place.
to. What does Spider-Man count? That maybe adds 10 more, so like maybe 250.
I don't know.
He never wrote Amazing Spider-Man. That's the thing. Bendis
I-
never wrote Amazing
I
Spider-Man.
think they're just including every Spider-Man issue. I'd assume
Okay.
that would include Spider-Man.
Okay.
Dan Slott with 243.
Okay, so number one
second.
is neither of them.
Number one is Tom DeFalco with 272.
They're counting probably in that Spider-Girl, which is the
Okay.
which is the Mayday Parker stuff. Maybe. I don't think he wrote that many issues of Amazing Spider-Man. I don't even know when that would have happened for him to write all
Okay.
those issues, especially if they were
Well,
fucking once a
it's-
month.
Is
So
it like 70s and 80s?
no,
issues
DeFalco
did-
was 90s. DeFalco was
Oh,
90s.
was he really?
Yeah.
I feel like there's not
So-
enough time in the 90s to
Exactly.
write the most
So
amount.
they must be counting Spider-Girl in that. So if they are, then I guess it would be Dan Slott. It's not surprising though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So that includes Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Spider-Girl. You're right, and then various random stuff.
You probably got a lot of Paul Jenkins and maybe like Peter David's there, like a bunch of people like that. David
Yeah.
Michelinie.
Woo.
The next story in this book, industry powerhouse Jeff Johns delivers his first Marvel story in over 20 years, teaming up with frequent and collaborator and fellow superstar Gary Frank. A crisis
right,
ensues as the hit creative team brings the Super and Spider families against each other. Oh my god, I think they wrote this wrong. Super and Spider families against each together at the summons of Mysterio, but is their true foe and ally out of control? Okay. Anyway,
It's Heroes in Crisis. Can I say something
Jeff
and
Johns
back
and
it
Gary
with
Frank.
Can I back this with like absolutely no modern day knowledge?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say with evidence, but without
No,
evidence.
I've got nothing for this. I could
Okay.
be disproven in a second.
Here we go.
I think Jeff Johns is washed.
Okay, but when did that start? That must have started
3
ages ago.
Jokers.
3 Jokers. Arguably, Jeff Johns has been washed since fucking
Yeah,
New 52
okay.
Justice League. Since
Okay, cool. Okay.
Flashpoint.
I didn't know you also didn't like that book.
What, New 52 Justice League?
Yeah.
This might have happened to me recently. I think this happened
I
to me
don't
recently
like
where
it.
I've
Okay,
read a
okay.
lot of JLA otherwise, and I'm like, oh, this is just a bunch of young, dumb idiots punching each other.
Yeah.
And I like Origins. I have like a soft spot for the first volume because it's probably the first DC comic I like picked up and read as a trade.
It looks good. It
Yeah,
looks
because Jeff
great.
Johns. It's good, or it's good Jim Lee. I mean,
Jim Lee, yeah.
But yeah, I think Jeff Johns arguably has been washed since Flashpoint. I mean,
This
what's the peak of Jeff Johns? It's Green Lantern.
It's yeah.
Green Lantern, JSA, probably that era where he's doing JSA.
You know what?
Flash,
He's been
Infinite
washed
Crisis.
since the Flash Rebirth 2009
Okay,
because that book sucks. And then I don't like his new 52
but I
stuff at
hate
all.
the Barry retcon origin. I don't like it.
No, I think that book is just not good at all. I mean, it's
No, I get that. What do you think of this though? That there is going to be a Jeff Johns, Gary Frank story in the Spider-Man Superman. That's kind of weird on the Marvel side too.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I don't know.
It's cool though. I mean, I'm excited to see Gary Frank draw these characters at least.
He will
like
draw
Gary
the shit
Frank
out of
drawing
it,
Spider-Man. That sounds fun. Gary
I
Frank
think
drawing the Spider-Man family, and just seeing him draw Superman again.
I think that there was never a comic in my life I was more excited for than Doomsday Clock. And I think the older I've gotten, the more I've just been like, why did we do that? And I don't have the reverent like nostalgia like for it at all. Like I just I don't know. I feel like
100%.
personally,
I mean, I still like it. I still think it works as a story.
Yeah.
But it is, as time gone on, has not convinced us that it needed to happen. And that was the main thing that they needed to convince us of.
Yeah, it didn't help that like the Justice League at the time was that Tynan's Justice League where
Snyder.
Was it Scott Snyder where like they did the crossover with the Golden Age people, like they had all the JSA and it was just like, okay, even though they're not technically back in the modern time, here they are and they're all back and isn't that cool? And they're all interacting. And so you get to the end of Doomsday Clock and you're like, yeah, I saw this. Like,
100%. Yeah. You know what? That's so fascinating. You know, because we were talking about earlier, like what how it felt to watch Game of Thrones and it was coming out. And you said that was your most hyped comic was Doomsday Clock.
Dude. Yeah.
Dude, you know what I have over you is that I did, and I will talk about it forever, is I read Secret Wars as it was
Secret War. No, that's legit. That's legit.
That was 100%. Like that last
You also read it at an age where you have like that for you is like your Walking Dead. You know, I read Walking Dead young it was happening.
Did you read? Well, I was 14 when the last issue of Secret Wars happened.
I was 13 when I started reading Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And it's like that era, dude. Like it's so intrinsically tied to you as a person at that point.
Reading Doom. Yeah. Next story. Symbiote hordes invade Metropolis as a new War of the Realms ignites. Oh, you're getting your boy. You're getting probably Malekith in this. Malekith and
my favorite character.
I guess some DC character. I know. I guess symbiote hordes invade Metropolis as a new War of the Realms ignites. So
it's so funny that
three different things there crossing over.
I'm like a legitimate actual fan of the character
Malekith the Accursed.
Of Loki, but Malekith is a character that like he's now my Marvel Felix Faust.
Yes.
Like you will forever associate Malekith with me.
It's because recently you said like that he was popular. What did you say? You said that he was like you said something that made me go, what? Malekith?
I think I said the opposite, didn't I?
Maybe. I thought I said him recently and I was like, why are you talking about Malekith? Who cares about Malekith?
I think it was because we were comparing designs for the MCU, and I said like, oh, the Malekith design, like, who gives a shit? And you're like, oh, Malekith looks cool, and I was like, no one fucking cares about Malekith, dude.
Is that what happened? I'm
pretty sure.
Maybe. I thought that you said that did you like him in War of the Realms a lot though, something like that?
No, I didn't.
What the hell's going on?
I don't think I said I liked him. I think I said like he didn't matter or he was I said no. I remember exactly what it was. It was I said Malekith is a character that just shows up in a bunch of shit all the fucking time. And you went, no, he doesn't show up all the time.
I feel like
and
I never see or think about Malekith.
Yeah, ever. And I said no, he shows up in like, and I named like 3 things, and you were like, I guess, and I was like, yeah, and
then but those are like 4 things. I felt like you implied that he's like in like fucking he's showing up in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, he's the main villain of Kieran Gillen's Iron Man, dude. Like, he's in random shit.
That's true.
He has the Mandarin rings.
Yeah, I don't think about that run though.
Anyway, no. I don't know if you were at that part of the live stream, but like I was talking about how like the thing about comics that I love about them so much is you can just pick and choose the stuff that you love. If you don't love a run or whatever, you can just forget about it. Whereas the movies,
forget about it.
The movies, it's like, dude, if you have an issue with it, they've fucked it because the movie, like, there's only going to be one Doctor Strange on screen. It's
Yeah,
Benedict Cumberbatch. You're not going to get a different version you can pick from. And like, yeah,
yeah,
you can rule it out completely and be like, all right, I don't care about the live action stuff, and that's fine. But if
yeah. I
you
mean,
do
unless it's
care and you're
Batman, then
excited,
you get a million Batmans. But
well,
yeah,
that's it. Like if you care about adaptations a lot and you really like you want one to be amazing, then you are kind of fucked unless it's Batman or like even Superman up until
or
like,
Spider-Man.
the recent movie, your choices were a really fucking, I hate to say it, but I don't, a really boring fucking movie from 50 years ago with a good performance. And then various shit Supermans in between. And then we finally get one that it's like, oh,
Oh, it's actually
That's
Superman.
Superman, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
Spider-Man, I
comics,
think,
like
is
you
another
can
one
read it
you get hotly debated. I think the Spider-Man
100%.
debate is as hotly debated as probably the Batman debate of who's the best Spider-Man.
I've got tragic views on Spider-Man.
I
You
know
will
what
not
you
like.
think of that, and
I
it's
don't
I
think
have
you. I
some.
actually don't think you do.
I mean, you've talked about how much you think Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man.
What's my ranking? What's my ranking of the Spider-Man?
It's probably Andrew Tom Toby.
No, I'm saying it's Tom, Andrew, Toby these days.
Thank
Cause
Christ.
hear me out.
Thank
I
Christ.
I
I agree
love
with you.
Andrew Garfield. I
Well,
love
no, no,
his
no, no. Actually, wait, I
performance.
don't agree with you. It's Andrew
Okay.
Toby. It's fucking Tom Toby Andrew.
Yeah, see, I can't get what Toby did. I don't like him. I don't like
I
that
was about to
character.
say, like, I don't know. I can't fix that. So
I genuinely love those first two movies. I really do. But
yeah,
the
I
character as a character is just, he doesn't
I
do
guess
much
Spider-Man
for me
2
outside of being a function in that movie.
Spider-Man
Like,
2 gets it. Spider-Man 2 gets it on a level that other superhero movies never got it.
oh yeah, it's no, it's
Like it just
it's
gets
unbelievable.
it gets Spider-Man
Anyway, the point
as
I
a
was
thing.
making in the live stream, right,
Yeah.
was live action movies, the stakes are higher because you can't pick and choose as freely. You can either accept it or you can shove it to the side and pretend it doesn't exist or just not care for it. Whereas comic books, you pick and choose. And I said in that live stream, I was like, dude, I read Karen Gillan's Iron Man, and since reading it, have never thought about it until
Yeah.
this conversation, have never had to fucking talk about it. Like
Yes.
it's never
You were
come
the
up.
first
It's
person
not.
to ever say that Malekith had the Mandarin rings. You're the
It's
first person
very
to
true.
ever
Yeah,
bring
it
that
was
up.
Kieran Gillen first, and then me,
Yeah.
and then Greg Land or whoever was doing art.
Oh
But like,
God.
yeah, it's a run that's not on my list of favorite Tony Stark appearances.
It's good
It's a
armor. It's
thing.
cool armor.
The armor's pretty cool. Do
Black
you
and
like the
gold. Yeah.
sun? Do you like the Guardians of the
I do
Galaxy kind
love that
of
one
armor?
actually. The Sun Killer, whatever it is. I forget what it's called.
Yeah,
I love that one actually. Yeah. I
yeah.
don't like that it's like the black and gold one is made of putty or whatever.
Is it
It's
the
like really
God
gross looking.
Killer? The
God
God
Killer.
Killer.
Oh, is it? I don't know. I thought it was Sun something. Maybe it's God Killer.
Yeah, I yeah,
But yeah,
I
I do
remember
like that one.
something like that too.
But yeah, no, I mean that is what's fun about comic books is that there's just so much to pick and choose, and it's fun. I guess
It's
not
just
fun,
fucking, it's
but
just
it's
it's the Mark
easy.
III from the first movie, but they've put shit
I
on
like
top
it
of it,
drawn, but
really.
if you look at it when it's drawn by McNiven in the Bendis Guardians of the Galaxy, it looks awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
looks fucking awesome.
Steve McNiven. You know I'm not a huge
Steve.
McNiven guy.
I do know that, but at least you can agree that he draws Iron Man cool. Can
Yeah,
you agree on that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll give you
Phew. Okay. It's because he draws
that.
everyone and they kind of look like robots. um, how about this? Oh, I didn't even finish this one. Symbiote hordes invade Metropolis as a new War of the Realms ignites, and Jason Aaron and Russell Dodderman reuniting, which is cool. An epic reunion starring Jane Foster as the mighty Thor, Wonder Woman, and more. Jane Foster's Thor meeting Wonder Woman and
That's cool.
Superman and Spider-Man. That's sick. That's awesome.
That's cool. That's
That is
cool.
very cool. And it's Jason Aaron, who's been at DC for a while now as well.
Can I call someone out?
Okay.
Can I call out Harper from, years ago?
Okay, yeah, please.
I think it's a ridiculously normie, uninformed, unintelligent,
That Wonder Woman isn't
stupid
cool.
opinion that Wonder Woman isn't an essential and important like character and is just boring and whatever. I think that is
man.
it's an incredible that is an opinion
Flashlight.
formed
Wait.
from
Look at
I
that.
don't know what I'm talking about, but I need to have an opinion on something because I think I need to. That's
Wonder Woman
really
poster.
it.
I love Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know
a
what happened to me in the past
ridiculous
year.
opinion.
I fucking love Wonder Woman. You know what it is? It's the Mount Rushmore debate. It's the who belongs on the Mount Rushmore because
Yeah.
I think there's no argument that it is Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Wonder Woman.
I think that's fair. Like
I think
would,
is no argument because
I could
when I think of
maybe
Mount
have
Rushmore,
arguments.
I think most like the most well known, the most like
Yes.
the what's the word? The fucking template holders, right? The guys that wrote the way that it's done. And I think that like other people that you could argue should be up there as there was in terms of popularity, just flat popularity,
It's
maybe the
Captain America,
Hulk, maybe Captain America,
Wolverine or something. But
Wolverine.
yeah, no, I get you.
But I think my grandmother knows who Wonder Woman is, and I don't think my grandma knows who fucking Wolverine is.
Wolverine is, yeah,
So I think
that's
that
true.
for me,
Yeah.
I think that's the argument is that Wonder Woman is a ubiquitous term that people use the word Wonder Woman. And even if you've never seen a movie or read a comic or whatever, you have a cultural idea of what Wonder Woman is. I think that that's it because I think the same with Superman and Batman and Spider-Man.
And I like there is definitely arguments around like the treatment of Wonder Woman in the books that she gets in like the last 15 years or whatever. But
yeah,
I think the idea
compared to Superman and Wonder Woman or Superman and Batman.
Yeah, just like ruling her out of hand is a ridiculous opinion held by naive
dude.
fools.
I've been playing as Wonder Woman in fucking Baldur's Gate, and it's been ruining my life. It's been ruining my goddamn life.
The absolute stuff hitting so hard, especially at a time where Tom King is currently trying to butcher the character. I think that's really
he's
cool.
trying to reinvigorate the character. Actually, he's trying to bring the character to new heights.
I don't think he is. That is a character that sincerely will benefit from a reboot in the movies the most. Like,
yes,
if they can get a Wonder Woman movie right, dude, that's gonna hit like
awesome.
prime Marvel. You know what I mean? They can do that.
Awesome. I don't know what it'll be, but I hope it's awesome. I read recently.
Can you believe they cast fucking Gal Gadot as fucking one? She's the worst
it worked
actress
when it came out. Like it, but it worked for people as well. It did.
I suppose it did, but I think she's absolute dog shit.
Yeah. It wasn't she's never the right choice. It could have worked. It could have worked way better with someone else. 100%. The first Wonder Woman movie. I recently read what people I think consider, at least when you look it up, you Google it, is the best Wonder Woman comic, which is Wonder Woman Hecate. Yeah, it's Rucka.
Hell yeah. You know how I feel about
a single
Rucka.
graphic
You know
novel.
how I feel about Rucka's Punisher.
It's awesome.
It is awesome. Yeah. It's fucking sick, dude.
But I think that so here's the story of Hecate, right? Essentially that there's this Greek thing. There's a Greek thing and there's like a curse and there's like the Hecate and they're bad guys and they're chasing after this woman who's from Gotham who committed a murder, right? But in self-defense or something against the Hecate. And like Batman shows up to Wonder Woman because the woman goes to Wonder Woman for like refuge. And Batman's like, you better hand her over to the GCPD or else there's going to be some real problems, Wonder Woman. And she's like, no.
Like, fuck you, Batman. You're such a dickhead.
Get out. And there's a part where it's like, I just couldn't take it seriously because there's a difference between writing Batman like he is like he knows better than everyone because he usually thinks he does. And there's a difference between doing that and writing him like he's stupid. Because there's a part where he says
they do that
Wonder
a lot
Woman,
though, man.
They says to Wonder Woman, you get out of my way or I'm gonna move you. And I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? And what happens is he tries to hit her and she punches him out a window. And I'm like, what did you think was going to happen, Batman? Because any smart version of Batman knew that was the only outcome. He wouldn't just try to punch her. He would not just try to fucking punch her in the face. And that's what he tries to do in that story. And I'm like, I cannot take this seriously.
That's so funny.
It wasn't like a character assassination of Batman, but it was like, do you think he's dumb? Like, I just think that that's so stupid. He would never do that, He wouldn't do that because that's not how he would approach that situation.
Oh my God, that's so fun. I've actually got tears in my eyes. Just this is you. Like I've said this to you before, but the way you describe things when I haven't read them, and like it is genuinely the funniest thing. But I believe, but the way you phrase it is so funny. Punched him out a fucking window.
She does. I think it's a double page spread of Batman falling off a balcony.
It's like Typhoid Mary in Man Without Fear.
Yes,
like the tracking day.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
stupid Batman. So I didn't really like the story. I thought it was too kind of edgy in a weird way, but anyway.
Okay.
Next story. Co-creator of Steel, Louis Simonson and Todd Nauck hammer out the tale
Oh.
of John Henry Irons' clash with the Hobgoblin. That's interesting.
Oh,
I think it's because they're both
Interesting.
like handmade tech guys. Because the idea
Okay.
behind the Hobgoblin was that he had found.
that's true. There are no other handmade tech guys in Marvel, so that makes
Yes,
sense.
at least in Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, you know, besides like Dr. Octopus.
Ah, come on, man.
Or any of the other ones.
Yeah, or any
But,
of the other ones.
I guess it's like because I guess the idea behind the Hobgoblin was that he was like a guy who found Norman Osborn's like stash of Green Goblin stuff and like kind of retrofitted it into his own, and that was the idea of the character, and he became like a mob boss, which was cool. But I don't really understand how that has to do with Steel, but I guess that's fun. I want to see Steel hit Hobgoblin with his hammer. So I guess we'll get that. Current Amazing Spider-Man scribe Joe Kelly and artist Umberto Ramos deliver a campus crossover between Gwen Stacy and Lana Lang. Sure.
Okay, sure.
They're
Thank God
old
Brad
loves.
Meltzer's not writing that one. Eh?
Yeah, I get, or Tom King. It's their old
Yeah.
loves. It's like, you know, the ones that got away, except Gwen Stacy got her neck broken off the Brooklyn Bridge, and and Clark Kent just moved out of Smallville. But cool, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess, does that mean that Lana goes to Empire State University, a campus crossover, or does Gwen Stacy go to Smallville like university?
Gwen has got to go to Smallville, surely.
Maybe.
How does that work?
I don't know.
What is the mechanism for these stories?
They
Like,
a
crossing
lot of
over?
them. Well, the old ones, like the original ones, just it presupposed that they always existed on the same universe. They just never hung out. The newer ones, I think, do have kind of multiverse shenanigans. The Grant Morrison one definitely does, and then I think in the Zeb Wells one, they use Clarion the Witch Boy to pull Joker from the DC universe, or pull Joker into the Marvel universe from the DC universe.
It's weird. There wasn't just like one thing, and that's how it happened.
Yeah,
Like
it is
the
multiverse
worlds
though.
like merged or converged in some way, and it was a brief
in Grant
period.
Morrison's, it's because the two manifestations of God hook up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They fuck. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. They
So,
fuck.
the
I
cosmic
forgot about
kiss caper. That's
right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, cool.
that's pretty fun. I
That's
like
cool.
that.
Actually, as an explanation, I love that. That's cool.
Did you know the '90s version of it was that the Marvel and DC universes were twin brother robots? One was red and one was blue.
Oh my god, it's Superman all over again.
Axis Axis, I think it was named. And then at one point he's actually a character that's co-owned by Marvel and DC. He shows up maybe in Jeff Johns' Green Lantern, something like that. I don't know. Last one. Spider-Man Miles Morales teams up with Superman in a tale by Miles's legendary co-creators Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pichelli. That's fun.
That's fire. That's cool.
Big time.
Getting Sarah Pichelli back as well. That's cool.
Sarah Pichelli. I mean, it's even just Bendis and Pichelli doing Miles Morales again.
Yeah. No, that's
and it's like it is Bendis back at Superman, but I never thought that his characterization was the issue with his Superman. So I think it'll be fun.
That's you as fuck.
Does this shit mean something to me? Yeah. I do have. It's off, obviously, but I have signed by Sarah Pichelli a Miles Morales print.
Sorry, I just found that again.
Yes, Nate Jacobs.
It's Nate Jacobs or Euphoria being murdered. I don't like what's happening to him, dude.
Get Benoit Blanc on that one. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. I like that one. I like that one a lot.
I saw a hot take. I don't know. It's a hot take. I saw a take from Iron Man fans, and I was like, "Oh shit! They might be right."
What is it? What's the take?
That Chip Zdarsky writes a bad Tony Stark.
What?
And they based it off of Daredevil, where Daredevil, because when he shows up in Daredevil, he's kind of just like, "I'll help you, Matt," but what's in it for me? How can I make this profitable? And it's just like, and like, I don't remember if the twist was that at that point that wasn't Tony Stark, because in Devil's Reign, Tony Stark's there and he's acting out a character, and then at the end, he's not Tony Stark. He's the chameleon or a rogue. Is he the chameleon? He's someone. He's not him. It's a doppelganger. So there's that. Because I saw people bringing it up with him, Tony, in the new Captain America run. They're like, "Oh, this is better than Chip." You know, Chip historically writes a bad Tony, and I was like, I wonder how many times he's written.
writes a bad
Yeah, like
Tony?
how many times has he written Tony?
Maybe in like the old universe stories as well. He wrote that Avengers one. The thing is, Chip is big on Captain America. I'm pretty sure Captain America is his favorite hero. His
You
favorite
know what
superhero.
Chip writes a great of is
Captain
Doctor Doom,
America.
dude.
Oh, Doctor
All
Doom.
that,
Yes.
yeah, dude. He writes it like good. His Doctor Doom in
Avengers,
that Marvel
X-Men,
2-in-1 book
Fantastic Four as well.
is so good. X-Men, Fantastic Four, so good. Captain America, so good. He writes a great Doom.
Yeah, that is. Captain America is his main guy though. Like he said this before. The Cap is his favorite character. I think. So,
Dude, I'm dumb as fuck. I mean, we know this. We know I'm dumb as fuck. When I was reading Cap, this was the thought I had in my head. I was like, wow, it's amazing that he's writing like a great Cap run right now and also writing a great Batman run at the same time because I forgot it was Matt Fraction.
yeah,
I completely
it's
forgot.
been Matt Fraction and Hattush since Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah.
So,
God, dude.
yeah, I mean the Fraction one is good. I did catch up on that. So,
Yeah. And the Zdarsky one's fine.
yeah, I would say moderately fine.
Moderately fine.
Hey, what was it? Hunter said it was going to be the top 5 Batmans ever.
Oh, dude. I said on the live stream about how, like, when Hunter gets excited, there are a few things that he really holds on to and cares about, like we do. And then there are things that he talks about his favorite for like a week. And I was like, I'm excited for Hunter to refute that in the chat. And he just went, no, that's me, man. That's so me. I was like,
that is him. Yeah.
I love his, like, he's got the self-awareness at least, you know?
Yeah.
Do you want me to wait until like other people are on the podcast to describe the Doom 2099 origin thing? Because I so want to fucking talk about it, dude. I want to talk about it.
No, I want to hear about it because I also got comics that I've read. I want to talk more about Doom. I want to talk about just explain this and then we can get there.
All right. Because you asked the other day, is Doom 2099 Victor Von Doom? And he is, but the explanation, like, because there's first 25 issues are like the main sort of run. Yeah, dude. So there's first 23 issues of John Francis Moore, and that's like that original run, and it's so good. And then he leaves the book, and Warren Ellis takes over
I've
for
seen the
the next
on sale
for the Warren Ellis one. Don't get
for the whole thing. I think it's all Doom.
Oh, the Fantastic Four. Yeah, it says Fantastic Four Doom 20. I don't know why is it necessary to put Fantastic Four up the top? Random. Yeah. Warren Ellis takes over for the rest of the book for like 20 something issues, and he eventually leaves as well. But his first 2 issues are just tying up all the John Francis Moore stuff. Basically, they spend 20 issues of the run of him being like, I'm not sure if I'm Victor Von Doom. I'm having all these, like, I have memories of my life in Latveria and all of my events, and he references stuff that happened in mainline canon.
It's this. Do they ever reference other 2099 things? Like, does he meet Spider-Man?
Yeah, there's a crossover. So I think it's issue 8 or 9. It's like sort of in the middle of that run. There's a crossover story called Fall of the Hammer, where it's like a company that basically creates fake Asgardians. Yeah. And the crossover is like these fake Asgardians, like fake Thor and fake Boulder and whatever. And it's Punisher 2099, Spider-Man 2099, Doom 2099, and Ravage all crossing over, and it's like a 5 issue.
The hits. It's all the new 2099 hits.
I took the dumbest screenshot the other day.
In the 2099 universe, they worship Thor. Like, that's their big.
Yes, they're Thorists. Yeah,
they're Thorites. And the reason Spider-Man is known, or any of the heroes are known from the heroic age, is because they were friends of Thor.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like this was really stupid. I almost sent this in the chat, and then I was like, "No, that's too dumb." Where I was like, this is your classic trio, right?
Yeah.
But like, this is my trio: Punisher,
Spider-Man, and Doom 2099.
Those are my goats, right?
Mine is Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange, and Conan the Barbarian from Savage Avengers.
That's good. Oh, I did read that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so they spend 20-ish issues, and he's like, I don't know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And then he meets this, and like, you're led to believe that it is just Doctor Doom, because like when he first shows up in the first issue, he just appears in Latveria in 2099. He's in the original Doom armor. He's got like singed, burn like stuff coming off the armor, and he's like, "What the? How did I get here?"
You're telling me it's really good?
Oh, dude, I love it. I actually love it.
Omnibus right now. Let me check it,
dude. I love it. I refuse to read the Warren Ellis stuff because A, it's Warren Ellis, and B, the armor looks fucking disgusting. And like in my mind, like that book is it's John Francis Moore and it's Pat Broderick, and those are like, if they're not there, then I don't give a shit. And so Warren Ellis takes over, and then the artist changes, and it's like,
This is a
I
big
don't want it.
omnibus, dude. Doom 2099 1 through 44, Fantastic Four 2099 1 through 8, Fantastic Four
Ah.
413, material from 2099 Unlimited 5 through 8, 2099 World of Doom Special 1. That's a lot. 1500 pages.
Yeah, that is a lot.
But yeah,
You buy it and just read the first 20%.
I'll read the whole thing. You know I can't do
Fuck
that.
that. Don't do that. That means you have to suffer through him becoming the president. Warren Ellis writing President Doom in the
I
worst
did
army
just
you've
read
ever
that in
seen.
the synopsis. It did say that he was going to become president of the United
Yeah.
States.
Listener of the show, Nick Heasters, was reading Doom at the same time as me, except he went on and continued the Warren Ellis stuff, and he went, dude, it's so bad. He was like, it's dog shit. I was like, oh, that's good to know. So yeah, he spends, the whole series basically having this kind of like, am I not? And then at a point, he meets this old sort of war general who calls Doom Eric. He's like, "Oh, Eric, it's you, my
no.
son."
What does this mean?
And Victor's like, "I'm Victor Von Doom," and he's like, "No,
I'm
you're."
Victor Von Doom.
I'm Victor Von Doom.
Jarvis,
Yeah.
play the origin story.
Jarvis. Oh my god! Stop it. So that's the thing that's happening.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I'm not Victor Von Doom. I am Victor Von Doom. I'm not Eric or whatever." And then Doom's like,
Eric
"Okay, well now,
Selvig.
yeah."
That's who you are.
So Doom's like, something's afoot here. Maybe this will give me like the answers to why I'm, not remembering my life fully and why I'm having. And he starts like having like phantom memories of another life. And it's like, oh, maybe he's not actually Doctor Doom. Maybe he's someone else in someone else's body. And then at a point they reveal this character where they go, "Denial is the last outpost of the doomed. I know this well. I am Doctor Doom," and it's a different Doctor Doom.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, is that the real
Is that
Doctor
real
Doom?
Victor?
Is that real Victor
Oh, is one of
Von
them a
Doom?
Doom bot?
So he goes to this island.
Are they both Doom bots?
He goes to this island where he re-meets Margarita von Steidet, something, whatever. This lady. He referenced her briefly in the series. He'd gone like, he said like, "Margarita, my love," and that was the only reference we had.
I miss it. My favorite American restaurant.
So he goes there, and she basically explains everything to him because Doom's like, "No, I'm Victor Von Doom, dude. That's that. Other ones are fake. This one is a fake. There's no way that's really Victor Von Doom."
Looks like Krang almost. He's got like a thing in his chest.
The little belly. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? I don't know.
They don't explain that?
This is what it is, right?
Okay.
This is the explanation.
All right.
Margarita and Victor Von Doom are like lovers, enemies. It's like Morgana Le Fay and
Okay,
Victor,
yeah.
right? They've known each other for ages, potentially like, over a century. It's assumed that they've had something since, the heroic, the regular age of heroes up until now. And they play games with each other, right? They do jackass things on each other. I guess they
Okay.
do, pranks and whatever the fuck. And at one point, Victor from like maybe, I don't know, you could say 2103 or something, sometime in the future, has this game with Margarita where he gets really terribly badly damaged in like the fight. He comes back and he's all fucked up and he's scarred and he's
You
on
said
the
from
verge
the
of
future,
dying.
like post 2099?
Yeah, so like he's from
the
some
future
time,
of 2099.
yeah,
Even further in the future.
even further in, yeah.
Okay.
But he comes back to Margarita in the year like 2089, right? So 10 years before Doom 29 is supposed to start. He comes back and he's like, I'm all fucked up, I'm dying. And she's like, "No, I refuse to let you die. Here, let me put you in like a healing pod. I'm gonna put you in this like healing pod, and it's gonna heal you up, and you're gonna be all good." I've got photos here somewhere of how he comes back and how fucked up he looks.
Is it like Darth
Oh
Vader?
yeah, here he is. So this is him coming back. This is him coming back from far in the future. He's got,
Okay.
the president armor.
Yeah.
he's like burning, he's all fucked up, he's whatever. They peel the mask off and he's like even more deformed. Because like we
Yeah.
we see Doom at the start of this run and he's like, he gets his face damaged, but he like looks relatively fine. So she puts him in stasis. She puts him in like a healing
Oh, and a
stasis,
back to
right?
tank. Okay.
Yeah, she puts him in a back to tank and she's like, you heal up for the next like 10 years or whatever. Like you're going to need to heal up 10, 15 years, whatever it's going to be. But while I'm doing that, I've also got to the side Eric Czerny,
Okay.
Czerny. I just read it as like Zerny.
I think it's Zerny. Yeah.
Zerny. She's got him. Her and Victor Von Doom had kidnapped this guy, this general's son. And she's like, okay, Victor, while you're in the tank, I'm going to brainwash this dude into thinking he's Doctor Doom so that while you're healing in the back to tank, I can keep playing these games with this fake Doctor Doom while you heal up, right?
Okay.
Right. So this
Okay.
Doctor Doom is the one that, he's this one who believes himself to be Victor
Oh,
Von Doom.
okay. So he's fake
He's
Doom.
he's Eric Cerny. He's the fake Doctor Doom. Doom, during this fight, finds his, previous self in the back to tank healing, and he
Okay.
goes, "Oh my God, that's me. Am I Doom?" And then there's an admittedly cool page where he goes, "Just yes," and it's just him looking up.
Nice.
And so he blows up the island and stuff. Not before that version of him gets teleported to the
He
past
blows
of
up the island.
2099.
Hell yeah.
He blows up the whole. He kills them both. He blows up the island. With all the politicians
wish.
on it,
Yeah.
and yeah, and so I guess the cycle is just that. It's that they play these games. He in the future gets really hurt. He jumps back to 2089. He heals for an indeterminate amount of time, and then he gets sent to the start of the book where we see him and
Uh-huh.
he's unscarred under the helmet and he's in the original Doctor Doom design, and then all the events happen. And the fake Doom, oh yeah, actually I didn't even say this. The reason he has phantom memories of Eric Cerny's life is because she had implanted scattered memories in Doom's head to make him question his reality as part of the game.
Oh, of like the jackass pranks.
Yeah, as part of the
Like
Jackass
hiding
pranks,
all
it's
these
just like,
arrows.
yeah, like hiding all these arrows, except it's hiding Eric's memories in Victor Von Doom.
That's
Um,
fucking stupid.
Dude, and so Eric's life in that book is he gets kidnapped, he gets brainwashed into thinking he's Doctor Doom. He finds out that he's not Doctor Doom, and then he blows up. It's just
Okay.
like, damn,
I mean,
dude.
I
Okay,
mean, there's no other way to go out besides
but that's
blowing
his
up.
life.
You have
That's his
to blow
whole-
up. You know
You
what that
have to
sounds like
blow
to
up.
me? That sounds like this TV show called Dark that you got to watch.
I'm not watching. No. Well, I am watching Dark. Actually, I'm very excited to watch Dark. But
Time travel
yeah.
shenanigans. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But that
That's
is
fucking
like
stupid.
it is the weirdest, most elaborate. Oh, is it Doctor Doom or is it not? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
That's it.
no, it is.
Like-
At least
and
it
like
is.
the-
I was really afraid you were going to say that the Doom was the fake
No,
Doom.
it is. No, it is. Like you can see, like they include it in the one page. They've got Doom healing in the back to tank, and then they've got him strapped to the thing, and she puts a scar across his face to make him think that he's scarred and whatever.
Mhm. Fun.
Yes. Oh, yeah. But life would be so dull without my games partner. So until that time, I shall make you Doom. There, just like the original. Computer, initiate memory imposition protocol.
Jarvis, initiate. memory
Jarvis,
imposition.
initiate. Yeah. It appears, young Eric, that you arrived at quite the perfect time. It shall take some years in my genetic tanks to remake my poor ravaged Doom. And then yeah, it
Ravage.
goes on. Oh, that's
Ravage
good.
reference. You know, allegedly, real quick, the story behind Ravage is that they wanted to name Carnage Ravage initially, but it
Mm.
was Stan Lee that stepped in because I think he created Ravage 2099. And he was like, no, we're doing Ravage
Yeah.
for the future. So you can't do that.
That's-
You got to name your character something else. And he's called Carnage.
And
because of
thankfully,
that.
Ravage has ended up being the much bigger character.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
that's really good.
But at least Carnage works way better. I mean, imagine Venom, let there be Ravage.
Oh, dude, this is the other part of it. So Eric Cerny, when he's Doom and he's telling Victor, like, I'm the real Doom. Can't you tell I'm noticeably older than you? Doom figures out, he's like, oh, one man aged 10 or more years as Doom, the other was regenerated over that same time. And like the The other one's freaking out. So it's just like a regular dude that's aged and he's older, and that's
Oh, I
why
see.
Doom
Okay.
maybe thinks he's the real Doom. It's crazy. It's so crazy that before the Wikipedia, or not the Wikipedia, the Wikia, the Marvel Wikia, before the Marvel Wikia was edited by me, it had
What?
wrong information about how that issue was written out.
Really? You did that?
They had written it as though when he was in the Bacta tank, they mind swapped both of them, and that Eric was the one that appeared through the rest of the book. Literally, if you read the issue, that's just like I don't know how you make that conclusion. It's like
You
the whole
changed it.
thing is
You went in. You were
confusing.
so offended by that.
But dude, I read it and I went, "That's not what it is." And like, if you go on people like forums and stuff of people talking about it, I'm not the only one to be like, "What is the wiki fucking talking about?"
Hmm.
So I changed it and explained it, and they never changed it back. So clearly they've it's all good. But like,
Nice.
even though it's confusing, I don't know how you come away from that logic. I
Yeah.
mean, he looks at himself. He goes, "Am I Doom? Yep, that's me.
Yep. That's me.
That's
Hey,
cool."
that's
And then
me.
he blows the other one up. Oh, and you'll love this, Tyler.
I love blows
Uh,
up. I love explosions.
oh,
I do
actually,
love a guy blowing up.
Victor says to the fake Doom what he said when he first met him, where he goes, "Denial is the last outpost of the doomed," which is very
Nice.
good. Use that against him. But then you'll love this. And in leaving, I shall reclaim a final piece of my past, the armor. And that's how he gets the weird president one.
Oh,
That one.
am I gonna
That
love
one.
that? Looks like
No, it's
Santa
shit. That armor looks like
or
shit.
like Red Riding Hood.
But you're, yeah, look, then he blows up the island, blows up the whole island.
Nice. I do like explosion.
And then he's in that garbage shit.
Yeah, that's real bad actually.
That's bad. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
like that.
one of the most long-winded, nothing, stupid fucking ways to
You
just be
almost
like,
wish they
yes,
just kept it to your imagination.
yeah, genuinely, or like, is he? Because that was
Yeah.
a lot of people thought he was Christoph. A lot of people thought he was a Doom bot that thought he was
Okay,
Victor
yeah, I was
Von
gonna say
Doom.
did Christoph exist, but he did at that time, yeah.
Yeah, he did. And then yeah, no, the answer is just no. It's just Victor Von Doom from a different universe.
They gotta do more with that character.
They are Doom 2099, the Rage of
I
Doom
meant
issue
Christoph,
one.
clearly.
Okay, well, all right. What have they done with Christoph in recent times?
He was in the Hickman run. Hickman, he was in
Yes, he
Hickman
was. Yeah,
Avengers.
that's right. When Doom, like his memories were all fucked up, and they used they used an implant of Doom's memories inside Eric to give Doom his full brain back. Do you remember that
Inside
in Future
Eric?
Foundation?
You mean
Yeah.
inside Christoph?
Oh, Christoph. Sorry, fuck, so many
You're
other
switching
Dooms,
up your
dude.
names, man.
So many other Dooms.
Yeah, no, but he also is in the Avengers run because I think Namor has dinner with them. I'm vaguely remembering this.
Oh, yeah. I think that was Christoph.
I think that
I'm not gonna.
was Christoph.
I'm not gonna find that fucking issue. What am I doing?
But yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous.
Mm,
I'm
it's
blown away that
insane.
they're still doing Doom 2099 stuff.
I'm so fucking.
Would you buy the Marvel Legend? They'll
If they
make it.
made one, fuck
They'll
yeah.
make
No, I genuinely like you know my reverence for that Kirk Busiek, Roger Stern Iron Man run.
Yeah,
Just like it's niche and I love it. This
was
is
good.
on the same level as that.
I did read that
I
one.
just love this. I just love it.
yeah.
Did
I
they
will
surf
read
the
Doom
net?
2099. I
They
will.
surf the net physically.
Nice. Oh, I love when they do stuff like that. There's a
It's
story,
so
you know,
90s, dude.
there's a Venom story called Carnage Unleashed, where
Mm.
it's like Carnage is in prison, but they're making a game called Maximum Carnage where
Nice.
they're in universe making a video game where it's like an MMO and you go on the game and you are Carnage and you kill a bunch of civilians, which is in incredibly poor taste because that's something that happened in their real world. But then
Mm.
Carnage, the whole premise is that they're gonna like the company is gonna do like a stunt and they're gonna get Cletus Cassidy from prison online in the servers, and then he uses the Carnage symbiote and jumps into the servers and then
Like
escapes through
Wreck-It
the
Ralph.
internet. Yes, yeah,
Do you want to
that's
see? Look, dude,
90s.
it's your favorite. Look, it's your favorite character, Doom 2099, and
And
Frankenstein.
oh, Frankenstein, nice. I thought that was it kind of looks like Wonder Man.
No, it's Frankenstein. Oh,
Nice.
look, even better. It's Jack the Ripper.
Oh wow, this seems like a fire comic.
Wait, there'll be more.
I
Let
really
me,
have
let
been
me.
looking. I've been trying to find a good price on the regular Spider-Man 2099 omnibus. They had a sale and I didn't get it. I'm kind of upset that I didn't get it.
Oh, look, it's Sweeney Todd, the
What the
demon barber
fuck?
from Fleet
What the fuck
Street.
is this?
Ah, hold up, hold up, hold up,
What is going on? Doom 2099 meets literary
hold up,
characters?
hold up. There's more. There's got to
Not
be
even
more.
literary characters. I guess Jack the Ripper is a real guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's your favorite character, Doom 2099, and Professor Moriarty from Sherlock.
What the fuck? Okay. Sherlock's
Yeah.
arch nemesis. You know, Moriarty
Oh,
and Doom probably have a lot in common.
and look what he becomes.
A big blob.
Big blob.
Moriarty and
Um,
Doom probably have more in common than they would think.
probably.
They're both arch nemesis and petty fuckers of this one guy that's smarter than them.
Guess what? Guess what?
What?
The reason for all of that is because they're doing my favorite thing in the world. They're in
They're
VR,
trouble?
dude.
Oh, they're oh my god.
They're in VR.
That's good. That's 90s. That's
It's fun,
90s
dude.
future right there. In
It's
the 90s, everyone thought that everyone would
unbelievable.
be in VR forever.
Dude, look at
So
this cover where Doom's in VR and tell me it's not the most fire shit you've ever seen.
that is pretty sick, actually.
It's fire. That's when he fights the Fantastic Four, except the Fantastic Four is Reed with a mullet, or not a
Okay.
mullet, a ponytail.
Sick read.
It's the Hulk.
Okay.
It's the Human Torch, but he's also Ghost Rider.
Okay, yeah, that's how it should be.
And also in the background, it's Sue, but she's got Medusa powers.
Oh. Sue with Medusa powers is kind of fun, actually. I kind of like
It
that.
is. And a lot of that issue is just like Doom fighting, well, the start of it's Doom fighting the Fantastic Four, and he's like, these are not how I remember these guys.
This isn't. You're just the Hulk.
Oh, look
That's
at
just the
this.
Hulk.
Look. He's got to fight one more person. It's OG dumb looking Doctor Doom.
Oh,
Fire.
eyeballs
It's
open, scary movie.
Dude,
Dr.
look,
Doom.
this is them so they're in the VR world, they're in the net, the cyberspace. It's a lot of cyberspace shit,
Of course,
right?
yeah.
Look at them surfing the net, dude. This is them
That's
literally
sick.
surfing through.
That's
He's on a
sick.
surfboard,
That's awesome.
dude.
Fuck. That is cool.
They're surfing,
I gotta read
literally.
that.
It's fire.
You know what? I wanted to give you some.
Do you want to see
follow-up
Duke
on.
Stratosphere?
Okay, yeah. Is that a
Duke
G.I. Joe?
Stratosphere.
Nice.
He's the
Duke
number one
Stratosphere.
cyberspace wave rider.
Oh, it's
true.
not Carnage.
No,
It's
it's
not
Duke
Carnage.
Stratosphere, obviously.
Yeah. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to give you some follow-up on some burning questions I know you've had about
Okay.
Colossus and Zaji.
Oh my God. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Because you finally read it. I don't know that we really talked about it, but I'm so happy
Secret
that
Wars,
you
yeah.
now have the I was gonna say the full saga of Colossus and Zaji. but you
Ultron,
don't.
kill Kang.
You have your chapter of Colossus, the famed romance of Colossus and Zaji.
Dude, it was fucking hard to get through.
Love
that
it.
part was
Best
hard to get
thing
through.
I've ever read in my life. So it actually does. We've talked about this. Strangely enough, Claremont takes the Zaji thing and really runs with it, and it
Yeah, right.
makes Colossus a better character. Actually,
Okay.
he becomes, because when he joins, he's the super uppity, like, oh, we're superheroes. How do you die? Except he's
Can I say I fucking hate that part in Secret Wars where he's like he's all conflicted and he's like, Zaji, like I truly love her, and Kitty, all the plans I had for you, but you're too young. And I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
but I told you that's
"Yes."
literally every issue of X-Men is him going, but you're just too young.
But how could
Which
you
I guess
like
is better than him just doing it, but still.
is
know.
it?
Yes, I think it is.
He feels bad about grooming, but he does it
know.
anyway.
The issue is that they have a legitimately interesting romance. It's just that they made it weird.
Why did they make it? Yeah, why did they make it weird?
'Cause he's
Why did they have
16,
to make it weird?
Maybe. And when she joins the X-Men, he's probably 18 and she's 14.
No, that's
Right?
weird. That's
Yeah.
fucking weird,
And
dude.
they didn't have to do that.
No,
Like,
that's so random.
You could have just had him stay 16 and that's better. It's way better,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, or
Um,
like I guess if you're gonna do that kind of like story, make her like 17 and him 18, and they're playing in the like dynamics of like, oh, it's not acceptable, but like we're so like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
so weird
'Cause
to
the
be
thing
like
is
she's a
that he doesn't treat her poorly or do anything to harm her. Like, he's a good guy. He actually is a good guy. it's just they it just by association, it just makes him a fucking weirdo.
So weird. Brian
know?
Singer Colossus solo movie when?
Oh wow, okay, that's good. And then
Hmm.
maybe they could blow up the island like in Doom 2099.
Oh,
Or
you read
Colossus
Duke
would save
2099?
the island,
You
actually.
read Duke 2099? That's
I know.
crazy.
But so fucking yeah, he uses it and he makes Colossus a better character. Colossus breaks up with Kitty, and just kind of becomes real mellow, like real kind of like sad and sorrowful after Secret Wars, which is really interesting because he was like very upbeat and like colorful and heroic and whatnot. But after
He's
Zaj, like you can
miserable.
literally
Doctor.
trace his downfall to fucking Zaji dying. And it's fascinating to me that he uses that because it's actually, you're using canon, using continuity, using something that happened to the character. It makes sense, right? And this point in the X-Men, which I'm reading, which is the Mutant Massacre Omnibus. So this is around the 210s of X-Men. This is like Claremont's been on this book for 120 issues at this point. So, he's fully locked into these characters and the way it's working. And he's made them cool as fuck, right? Like reading Claremont's X-Men, it's like, oh, that's where that iconic thing from X-Men happened. Oh, that's where that iconic thing from the X-Men happened. Like, did you ever know why Storm became Punk Storm?
No.
You know how she goes from, I didn't realize it was literally her very next costume. She goes from the iconic wing costume,
billowy,
to punk leather jacket Storm immediately.
Right.
And it's because Cyclops leaves the team and she becomes the leader. And then they go to Japan because Wolverine is getting married. And and Storm just meets Wolverine's sick friend. I think it's Kimiko, the one from the Wolverine movie.
Yeah. Okay.
And just realizes that it's sick as fuck to be Punk and shaves a mohawk and wears a leather jacket. And it's
dude.
like she just progresses as a character. But what's fucking fascinating about Storm at that point is like there's so much pathos to those characters, to all of the Claremont characters, where Storm essentially gets to the point where she's like, Cyclops is not the leader and he picked me, but I really don't know how to lead this team. And she's leading them in kind of like the wrong direction in a bit. There's a story arc where they meet a bunch of mutants that are really ugly that live in the sewers of New York called the Morlocks.
Oh, yeah.
She fights the leader of the Morlocks named Callisto, or maybe Calypso. There's two mutants. One of them is Callisto. One of them is Calypso. I don't remember which one.
Why is that so familiar?
But she gets to the point where she's like, this is a fight to the death in order for me to beat her and become the Morlock leader. So I'm just gonna kill her because I don't want to have to fucking deal with this. Like, that's where they've gone. And it's luckily because she has healing powers. Yes, she has healing powers, so she doesn't die from the knife wound. But Storm does stab her to death. And kind of becomes real hardened because of it. And everyone's like, Storm, that was like fucking hardcore shit, man.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Here? Yes. Yeah.
My God.
And it's like, it's kind of tragic in that way where it's like Storm did this cool thing, but it's very tragic to see the characters become this.
Yeah.
Because the X-Men have kind of, when Scott leaves, they kind of lose like their gym teacher in a bit. They lose like any kind of semblance of legit heroic leadership. They're all just kind of these people thrown together as a team and a family. And they're not heroes or leaders. They're just mutants that fight for the greater good. And they don't even necessarily believe in it. There's so many issues where they're like complaining to Charles that they have to be the X-Men. And it's like
just do your job.
Yeah, Nightcrawler's like, dude, why? Like, the school is a necessary thing for mutants. Well, why do we have to be superheroes? Like, why don't he literally says, why can't you just let the Fantastic Four and the Avengers do that? Because they do it good enough and people like them. Exactly. Yeah. And Charles is like, that's not the point though. Like, the point is that we inspire them by being better and being good, being better than they've taught us to be. And then Storm I love this so much. Storm says, oh, it's like that. It's like that quote you're fond of, Kurt. With great power comes great responsibility. And he's like, God damn it. But I love that, just being used as a line absent of Spider-Man.
Dude, poor Storm in Secret Wars. It's just the whole book of her going, I'm the leader of the X-Men, but I'll let you take charge, Charles. And then at the end, he's like, nah, actually, this is fire. You can fucking suck shit, Storm.
Yeah, I know. It's so bad. But by the time of Mutant Massacre, which is in the 210s, like I said, it's fucking crazy. So a bunch of mutants get hired by Mr. Sinister, who we haven't met yet, and to murder all the Morlocks, the Marauders, to go into the sewers and just start fucking shooting, which is what they do, right? They just murder countless amount of Morlocks. And there's an X-Men issue where they go down there and they're just like they're horrified by what they're seeing, right? The X-Men, because just dozens and dozens of slaughtered mutants, children, women, all these like really dark shit. And there's these two mutants on the Marauders who pick a fight with Colossus, and one of them shoots someone behind Colossus, like moves out of the way, like out of Colossus' way, shoots behind Colossus, kills someone behind him. Colossus runs up to the dude, grabs him by the neck, and snaps his neck, kills him dead, and then just looks at the next guy and goes, "You're next, buddy." And then the guy goes, "Oh, I didn't know they were gonna start fucking killing us," and fucking runs. And it's like this crazy moment for Colossus. He's never killed anyone before, obviously. He was the good guy. He was like the moral one. He was like the moral one of them, or the idealistic one. And it's just this.
He's
crazy
moral in
panel.
some ways, isn't he?
Yeah. But it's this crazy panel where he just runs up to the dude and snaps his fucking neck, and it's
That's
awesome. It is
that.
actually awesome, and all the X-Men are watching and going, "Holy shit,
bro!"
Storm is thinking like, I've clearly fucked up as a leader if Colossus is killing people."
Yeah.
And then she also is just like, this is the way it has to go. She goes to Wolverine. She goes, "Listen, we're going to retreat with all the injured Morlocks. I need one Marauder. You could do whatever you want to the rest of them." And Wolverine goes and fucking kills them all. But that's that's to the point where the X-Men are. And I fucking love that. I love that so much, where it's just like, Storm doesn't really know how to lead this team. So she's like, just like, you can kill them. You can kill them. Like, it's okay.
Yeah. I've given up.
And she doesn't have powers at this point. Also, she's lost her powers. She's like 30 issues powerless. So,
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a soap opera. It is a legit fucking soap opera where just shit matters issue to issue. I love it. I love the X-Men so much. And it's oh my god.
Is it Claremont levels of writing though?
Yes, it is Claremont. And I think Claremont levels of writing for me means the best superhero comic ever. Legitimately, the best superhero comic run.
Dude, I read his the beginnings of his Fantastic Four, and it was borderline
you gotta read X-Men though. It's not X-Men. Nobody talks about Claremont on Fantastic
Four.
Everyone
should
talks
read,
about Claremont on X-Men. What? Doom 2099?
Set in the desolate aftermath of Doomed 2099, the story finds Doom grappling with the catastrophic consequences of his own spell, which wiped out all life on Earth.
Oh no.
Desperate to undo the damage, he discovers Ultron's buried head and risks everything to repair his time machine, only to realize that reviving a ruthless AI may spark a rebellion that even he can't control. That's fire, dude. That's the
Doom
coolest thing ever.
Rage of Ultron.
Dude.
Wow.
Look at that. Fuck, it's
do you know there's a lot of X Factor issues in here. Do you know about the
it's a
Madeline
Peach
Pryor
one?
thing?
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, Peach Momoko, that's pretty cool actually. Do you know about the Madeline Pryor thing?
Sounds like the name sounds familiar. I don't know that I do.
Jean dies in X-Men flashlight. Boop. X-Men 137. The end of the Dark Phoenix saga, right? Jean kills herself. And then she does kill herself. It's awesome. And they retcon eventually that she's actually, about the Phoenix retcon? You know how they brought Jean back?
Yes, yeah.
Kurt Busiek, as a fan, wrote an angry letter about how they could bring her back, and so that's what they used as the template.
What they did,
that the Phoenix made a copy of Jean. That's the version, and then she was actually cocooned in like the Hudson River for ages.
You've definitely told me this.
It's ridiculous, and it's also Claremont did not want to bring her back because dead meant dead at that time in Marvel. But shooters hated Claremont, even though he's writing his most popular book. I don't know. I don't get it. But fucking, so they do X Factor, which is X Factor is the reuniting of the original 5 members of the X-Men after the X-Men has become like Storm and Colossus and Nightcrawler, like all these new characters. They wanted a book, I guess, that appeals to the nostalgia of all the readers in the 60s or whatever that read the original 5 X-Men. And they have the worst status quo ever, by the way. By this point, Scott is married to another woman who looks exactly like Jean Grey that he met in Alaska named Madeline Pryor. And he has a child with her.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, right.
So
Okay, yeah.
Scott has done this. You know who Scott has a fling with in the X-Men run while Jean's dead before he meets Maddie is Colleen Wing. Fucking
Daughter of the Dragon.
Daughter of the Dragon. There's a part, I thought this was like super like salacious, honestly. It was kind of like, whoa, Claremont, where they're flirting with each other and Scott's going on like on a train to go somewhere else. And she runs up to him and she's like, Scott, I have a gift for you. And she gives him an envelope. And Scott gets on the train, he opens it, and it's a fucking key to her apartment. She's like, show up whenever you want.
Damn.
And I'm like, damn, man. And they never show him following up on that, but I'm like, he definitely followed up. I kind of love that though. I love that kind of dynamic where it's just like, yeah, these two random characters hooked up at some point.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, but Scott has married another woman who looks exactly like Jean and had a child with her. Really, because she looked exactly like Jean, because he just reminded her, she reminded him of Jean. And now Jean's back. So Scott, like a flawed character, abandons Maddie and the baby and goes and joins X Factor. Abandons, right? And the status quo of X Factor is ridiculous, by the way. X Factor publicly puts ads on TV that say that they are a mutant killing group. And if you have any issues with mutants, if you see some mutants at your fucking window on your lawn, call up X Factor. We'll come and we'll take care of it, right? And so the X Factor, the team will show up and they'll suss out the thing, and then they'll go behind like an alleyway and they'll change into their costumes, and then they'll save the mutants that they were called to kill. And the public team, the killer team, is called X Factor, but then the new team of them when they're superhero costumes is X-Terminators, which I think is completely the opposite of what it should be.
Yeah,
Anyway, in this book, Angel loses his wings, which is really fucked up. Angel, the Marauders get him and they injure him so badly that they have to remove his wings surgically in order to save his life. Which is why he becomes Archangel at that point, where he gets the metal wings from Apocalypse. Scott, Jean tells Scott, like, oh my God, and this whole thing, like, I haven't even called my family to let them know that I'm alive again. And also, they haven't told the other X-Men team that Jean's alive again, or that they are the X Factor and not actual mutant killers, because Scott doesn't trust them because they've gone rogue. Obviously, the other X-Men team. And they're working with Magneto as well. And he says this to Jean. So Jean's like, I haven't even called my family. And he goes, you should probably call your family, Jean. Like, what are you even doing? And she's like, you're one to fucking talk, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say,
you abandoned your wife and your kid. Why don't you go call your family, bro? And he's like, oh my God. You got a point. I'm gonna go call Maddie. Maddie doesn't pick up, right? Of course she doesn't. He goes to their house in Alaska where they built a family. She's gone. The house is empty. He goes around town. No one has ever heard of Madeline Pryor ever. There's no evidence that she ever existed, right? And Scott, there's a panel, and I fucking loved it, where Scott just kind of has a mental breakdown looking in. He's like, what the, have I gone nuts? Like, did I go crazy? And he thinks to himself, he's like, if Maddie doesn't exist, this is kind of like way better for me. Like, he thinks to himself, Maddie's definitely dead. Whatever's happened to her, someone's wiped her out. Sometimes I really wish that this is how it would end. Like, he's like, legit, in order to make my life easier, sometimes I really hoped that Maddie would die. And it's like, that is crazy. That is a crazy character. I love it though. I love it for him being a very compelling character, because he's lost so much in his life. He would have crazy fucking thoughts like that. I love it. I love that so much.
How is he how is he allowed to like criticize Magneto now though?
I know, but that's the thing, is he eventually becomes as bad as Magneto does. He goes crazy at a point, which
did they ever follow up on the Madeline Pryor stuff? I'm like invested.
Yeah. Maddie, it's actually the issue I'm reading now. Maddie shows up, but she is a clone from Mr. Sinister, created from Jean Grey's DNA to
Oh my
make
God.
a child because he's obsessed with the Summers DNA gene.
Yeah, right.
And I guess I don't know if you knew that, but Cable's mom isn't Jean Grey. Cable's mom is the clone of Jean Grey, Madeline Pryor.
Okay.
Yeah. Nate
Sure.
Summers is
Okay.
the daughter of Cyclops, or the son of Cyclops and clone
the
Jean
fake
Grey.
one. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
And she becomes the Goblin Queen. Remember Inferno? Remember Inferno?
I do remember Inferno.
Those Daredevil issues of Inferno?
Yeah.
She's the main bad guy. She's the Goblin Queen.
Wow. Okay.
She's awesome. She's in X-Men 97. Have you
know what I mean?
seen her costume? The Goblin Queen. You've definitely seen it before. The Goblin Queen, Madeline Pryor. She's awesome.
The best part about this is you describing this and Inferno and stuff. I currently feel like how Matt Murdock did in that story, where he was just like, "What is happening to New York?
This
What
is some
going
X-Men
on?"
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the Maddie Pryor stuff is crazy. I mean, obviously they've done so much more with Madeline.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah. That goes hard as fuck. I'm sorry.
It is pretty sick, actually. Yeah. Yes.
Excuse me.
I love that for Scott, though. I don't know why. I find that so
You know what, man?
fascinating.
You know what? Let her win.
Yeah. I mean, she's
That's
got
fine.
a
That's fine by
legitimate
me.
qualm.
She can
She's
win.
also got a legitimate issue that is
No,
fair.
let it. No,
But she
she's
is
right.
fake. She's not a fake. She's not a real person. She is a clone.
Oh my
So-
God! Is that Scott holding the? Is this it?
That's
They're
97.
different?
Yeah, you got to watch 97.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I remember watching 97 with my friends because they do the fucking Maddie clone Jean Grey stuff. Like they do that in the show. And
That's unbelievable.
my friend was like, "You told me this was accurate to the comics, but this can't be accurate to the comics. There aren't two Jean Greys." And I was like, "But there are two Jean Greys. But there are."
Dude,
Yeah.
I've lost it. Where is it? Here we go. No way. No way. You can get the figure.
Yes, you get the
Marvel
toy, you get the
Legends.
figure with the baby Nate. Yeah.
What?
Awesome. Yeah, it's cool. Fucking
That's
yeah.
insane.
Cable is too awesome for his mom to not be Jean. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the
So
case.
that baby's Josh Brolin. That's insane.
That baby is Josh Brolin. That baby is who
Wow.
Doctor Doom's going for in Avengers Doomsday.
Cool.
And I think that's the podcast. So we've gone for a while, haven't we?
How long?
God, I don't even know how long this is gonna end up being. Feels like it's been a bit.
As long as it was a good one.
I think it was.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Dude, it's such a long episode. There's no way people are even going to see this announcement, but I had an announcement. Are you ready?
Oh
You
yeah,
ready?
yeah.
I don't even know if we might have already done this. I don't know.
Oh.
But you ready? You ready? You ready? Bam, 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 bam. A hero story will return in Secret Quiz 2
Oh my God! What?
next week.
Well, it's not much of a fucking secret, is it?
But well, it is now because this is the reveal of the secret. This is the reveal.
I mean, it was no, but it isn't now because it's not a secret.
Well, it is now. Well, it is now.
All right. Well, secret quiz next week, I guess.
I'll put unsecret up the top when I do the thumbnail.
You could slash it out. Yeah.
So just quiz 2.
Yeah. Quiz 2.
Oh, I like that. I like
Avengers quiz 2.
That's good.
Fuck. Did I got to read up on everything? Is there a prize? Give me a prize.
Yeah, you get the Madeline Pryor Hasbro Legends figure
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
and a jar for you to do with what?
I need a jar just regardless of that. So definitely regardless of that. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember. Do you remember the? No, we'll talk about that off the podcast.
Do I
Do you remember that
the-
toy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't mine.
it
Just
was.
a picture I found.
No, it was a picture you took.
It's not a picture I took. It's a
It's
picture I
definitely a
found.
picture you.
It
No,
was a
there's
picture
no
I
way.
found.
Whatever.